Greetings, everybody. Hello, and welcome to Tuesday night's Who's the Dominant Beast match here at P&W Pool Thing.
Greetings, Earthlings.
Yes.
Are you ready for this, Jesse?
Oh, I'm down to clown.
You're always down to clown.
All right.
Welcome, everyone, to PNW Pool Thing.
We got J.D. Fischer and Jeff Hayes here about to play some 10-ball, race to 11, alternate break, no early 10s, and 3 foul is in effect.
Give the pound. Here we go. Jeff up first, breaking. We're getting right into the action.
Yeah, we are. Look at this exciting action.
Did you turn off the human tracker on this? I
Yeah, I
wonder?
did. I
Oh,
remembered
hell
this
yeah.
time, yeah.
It's not going to be doing that wild.
Yep, I like the
Zoom in,
symmetrical
zoom out.
break. Cue ball went down there a little bit. He can see the one, though. Well, that's nice of JD to pick up the magic rack.
Yeah.
Cool.
This is exciting.
Yeah.
Jeff Hayes, first time on the stream, and J.D. Fischer return after a long involved hand surgery.
Ooh, got fortunate on that.
Yeah, he did.
Let's see how that new hand is working.
Let's see how that new cloth is looking.
It's
Ooh,
looking great.
so sweet. The nice new shark gray. You can see those balls way better. We are playing with the Dinospheres. So the 6 is gray. The 7 is aqua.
And the 4 is purple or lavender. So let's see. I think he's got a 2 rail behind the 2 ball to hit the 1. He's got to shorten it, though. Could go a little long on him if he tries that.
Well, and new cloth. So very clean as well.
Yeah, so I think he's going to miss it. Oh, look at this. He didn't miss it.
Oh, just barely.
Yep.
Just barely. Ball in hand.
I thought he was going to miss it on the other side. Shows what I know.
Nothing. You know nothing. Jesse Johnson.
It's true.
Jesse Snow.
Oh, there we go.
Okay, cut it in, Jeff. Nice. Good position on the 2.
It's good natural shape to get on this 3 ball. He's looking good here. This nice blue shirt. All right.
I know. Can you imagine if the cloth was still that color blue?
That's the color the cloth was. It's
I
insane.
know. That's what I'm saying. Is it would be like the green screen effect, and he would look just like a head and an arm.
Oh, that could be fun.
Oh,
wow. That worked out a lot better for him than I think that he was planning, but he did the right thing by sending the cue ball towards the 4 to begin with. So good shooting, Jeff.
Well, Jeff's a good shot.
Yep.
Haven't played against him in league, but have played against him plenty of times down at the Midway in the Friday night tournament. And he is a good shot.
Oh, yeah.
And a good sport.
Yeah.
I thoroughly enjoy him.
Well, I'll tell you something. I thoroughly enjoy all the people in our pool community.
No, that's really generous of you.
Yeah. I do. I mean, you know.
I know, we're just talking shit, everybody. Come on.
Everybody has some behaviors that other people don't enjoy sometimes, myself included. But
Me
overall,
too. I'm sure people don't
Yeah.
enjoy me from time to time. I can be a handful.
we got a real great community. So
We
thanks for
sure
tuning in,
do.
everybody. Oh, did he get it? Very close.
Oh,
Right.
that was like, if he would have made that, he probably would have made the 7 too, you know?
Right. Would have been sitting real pretty, but
That was a good try. Good try.
Yep.
And now JD's going to have to kick at it
For this is his second time in the table, and he's got to kick at it.
again. At least he's got a 1 rail this time.
Yeah. And he did good. Oh, hit it a little too good.
Oh.
Look at that deer.
Oh, so cool. He's got a pretty awesome borrowed hat this evening. That hat belongs to Jeff's late father. And it travels everywhere with him.
Oh, that's great. Well, we're going to have to get back to that deer and look at that nice hat.
Yeah, we got a sweet story. Don't let me forget about the sweet hat story. Okay, looking good. Looking good to get out here. Survey says 1 notch for Jeff. Mark it.
1 notch for Jeff. It has been marked.
Okay. Jeff won the break and won the rack.
Look at that sweet shirt. It's a nice hustling shirt.
It is. And he's got a nice Rose City Billiards patch on it and a couple other cool patches.
Oh, guess what else?
What? What could it be?
Well, he wants one of our logos on the car he uses to go play pool.
What?
Yeah, so I'm going to make him a big vinyl sticker for the back window.
Oh, hell yeah.
He was going to have his buddy airbrush it on the hood, but I was like, I can make you. Oh, I was going to make him a stencil. Then talking about making stickers, probably just do a big old sticker for the window.
Oh, well, JD
That's so cool.
is one of our earliest supporters.
Mm-hmm.
And we thank everybody who tunes in and plays on the stream and watches it and comments and supports us. And like, hey, thanks. We appreciate
Ooh,
you.
he got the 7. And he's got to look at the 1.
Okay. Give me a side view.
You want a side view?
Hit me. Let's see. Does that 1 go in that side past that 4?
I don't think so. I mean, it might. But that 4 being so close to the line of travel for the 1 ball, it always makes it a little iffy, you know?
TJ, you want a sticker? Yeah, we got you, bud. Jesse has a vinyl plotter and is going to make all of our stickers for us because this guy can do everything.
That's
No, JD, no.
That's a little unfortunate.
No, there's no early 10s, so
Well, so...
he's got some work to do. Let's 2 to the 3.
Yeah, but JD's first 3 shots have been a little
I like it. I like
frustrating, you know. Kick, barely miss. Kick, hit it, and
Yeah,
scratch.
2 rail kick, 1 rail kick, scratch.
And make a real nice ticky shot off the back of that 2 to scratch, which is real unfortunate. So.
Oh. I don't know if he can get this 3.
He's
proving me wrong.
Yeah, playing the slippery cloth.
Oh, snap.
So I just got to tap this 4 in. Easy position for the 5. Ideally, he'd want to roll forward a little bit for more natural shape on the 6. That's perfect.
Yeah, that was really nice.
And he gave himself the cut out of the side pocket to access the bottom half of the cue ball.
It's like a man with a plan, it seems like.
Yep. But bridging is proving to be a little difficult.
You're in the pocket and over the corner of the pocket.
Right.
In
maybe
this bridge.
Maybe the leather and his nice black glove or...
It's no leather and lace situation.
No. Oh, yep.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean, you know, when you have your hand as a little bit uncomfortably bridged like that, you tend to rush the shot a little sometimes, and I think...
Yeah, because who likes their hand uncomfortable?
Right. Like a 5-legged spider. Oh, we got it. Nice.
Nice. JD, that was...
His first legally pocketed ball is a bank.
Yep, and this is a tricky shot. Got to create that angle. Miss that pocket.
But he doesn't really stoop over so much, so sometimes those cut shots are a little bit easier to judge with a more upright position, you know?
Okay, I'm going to cut this into the side and kind of float that ball on up there.
Just a little floater.
Oh! Put a little muscle on it.
Yeah.
Probably would have gone a little softer on that one, but that was the right idea. New cloth looks amazing, Chris. Yeah, for sure. It does look amazing. Thank you. And it plays amazing.
It really does.
Hint, hint. Come get a match, bro.
Yep. We're going to have...
We got a lot of fun things in the works. And I just got a text right before this match started that we have a confirmed date for a potential Bad Boys versus Savage mini Moscone
Oh, that's going to be exciting.
like players. So that's coming up.
We do have a lot coming up.
Yeah, we've got
We're only the 10th day into June, and we've got 1, 2, 3, like another 6, possibly 7 matches. So,
Jeff looking good.
looking real good. He's going to try and cut this ball down in that lower right.
Not an easy shot,
And he
but he
does it.
makes it look easy. All right, so Jeff off to a good first start. Good first start. Is that a saying? No.
Well, it is his first start here, so it is a saying.
Okay.
Really.
Boom.
All right, let's go in and check out that deer a little bit more because I want to hear the story about the hat.
Well, like I was saying,
Look at that nice hat.
Jeff lost his father within the last year. He's coming up on about a year. This is his dad's signature hat that he wore all the time. And so this hat travels with Jeff everywhere he goes. And I think it's pretty appropriate that it's on the deer tonight for Jeff's debut match here on the stream. So
That's really great.
it's nice to have something that cool to take with you. He showed up wearing it, and I was just like, wait, who are you, cool guy in this hat? All right. On to game 3. Ooh.
Well, the cue ball's staying in the middle of the table, which is great, but we do not have a ball down.
Oh, is that a dry break?
Yep. It is a dry break. It's looking good for Mr. Fischer here to start out with. Just hold the cue ball for this 2. The 4 looks like it might have an issue with the 9, so we'll see what happens there. If you're going to miss it like that.
Nope.
It's going to have a challenge making this and getting shape on the 2. It's a little wide for a straightforward bank. He can cut it all the way down the rail and have the cue ball bounce over kind of in the territory by the 3. Oof. And he did just that, hit it a little hard, and he's bounced out.
Okay, well, this is going to be an interesting shot. I probably, what? Bank this down into all that mess and leave that cue ball all the way up here.
And he's made the 3
Or
and
just,
the 2.
or just make it. Shows what I know.
All right,
I'm
this
like,
is a
okay,
tricky
cool.
shot.
Go for a safety here. Jeff's like, nah. How about I just make 2 balls?
Now, he's going to try and make this 9, I believe.
I think we should keep stats for our commentating of calling it wrong because that's one. That's 1 and 1 for you and me. We don't know shit.
So JD is like, yeah, that was a good shot.
Yeah.
Just because the 4 is like over there.
Yeah, and when you come and play on the stream, you're in that room by yourselves. We lock you in there, chain the door closed, and you can't leave.
You have to pay money to use the bathroom.
Just kidding.
No.
But we do shut the door. So there is no ref, and it's just kind of like it's you and your opponent. Of course, if you want to bring a spouse, a friend,
Oh,
a
he's missed
significant
that
other.
ball, and he's freed the 5 from the clutches of that top rail.
Ooh, okay, JD opportunity.
Oh, that's cool. Chris was saying that those lights underneath the hat, which I think are reflections, I'll have to go back to the deer cam, but
We'll check it.
Jeff's dad was a river pilot, and those are navigation colors. That would be really cool if it was showing up like that in a happy accident in honor of his dad, right? All right.
I love it when things just have a natural way of working themselves out, like things are meant to be.
Serendipitous situations.
Exactly.
Who doesn't love that?
Okay, well, it seems like JD nailed his first shot. He took on that 5. He went a little fast,
Yep.
and he missed it. So just got
Oh,
to
look at
get
that.
settled down. Oh,
He fired that one
watch
in.
that side.
Oh,
What happened there?
I think it hit like a little chunk of cloth or something.
We-
Not a
like
chunk of
he-
cloth. I mean,
A chunk of
a
cloth.
chunk of chalk.
Wait. Yeah, I mean, like he looked at it too. We all saw that.
No, I think, you know what I
We
think
just
that
had
was?
this recovered like a week ago,
Well, so we've got the new gray
Okay.
cloth. And
2 weeks ago, because
we-
we've been gone for a week.
We got this new gray cloth, and we ask everybody that shows up, hey, clean the blue chalk off of your, clean the blue chalk off the tip of your cue. Everybody's used to their blue cloth and whatnot, and especially if you have some designer chalk, like some Taum or something. And so
Green is fine, or we provide gray.
right. So there's that green of gray or of Taum chalk.
A green of gray,
A green of gray.
a classic green of gray.
It's a unit of measurement. No, that green Taum on the bottom rail, it's kind of worn down, and so I think
Oh, got
one
the
of the
nip.
one of the players is using that green because they don't have their own Taum that's not blue. However, it's worn down a little bit, so that means that it's likely to break off chunks, and so that could have been one of the chunks that stopped that shot from. Oof,
Oh, get there, JD.
oof.
Okay, JD, you gotta calm down. Get in stroke, buddy. Everything has seemed a little rushed. I think he just wants a couple things to work out and build that confidence, which we all do, but sometimes,
Well, there's something important to keep in mind is that JD is coming off of a hand surgery, and he was telling me.
that's true,
I
too.
asked him, how's your hand? What's going on with it? And he says, well, in between the pinky and ring finger on his gripping hand, it feels numb.
Oh.
And then it'll also feel tingly, which means that the nerves are coming back, but it'll also feel like it's being stabbed. Oh, we got both at once. So that 10 probably spots up, unless he called the 10.
Nope. That's going to get spotted. We got a cat commentator in the room.
Okay, well, that was an interesting shot. Now, if the cue ball was on the spot, they would have to mark it on a line behind the cue ball.
Ooh.
That's a tricky shot.
I would go to the side. I'd go to the side on this. It's so tricky, though. Oh, he's
Well,
gone.
I don't know. He may have too much of a cut. He's probably going down to that corner.
Yeah.
Let's see. He's putting some outside spin on it. Oh, and he dribbled it in.
And he
Very
got
good
it.
shot. Yeah, so I
Okay,
think it's
so
awesome that
let's go.
JD wants to come out and challenge himself coming off a hand surgery. So, yeah. Dealing with the way your hand feeling different. Oh, yeah, so the red and green. Yeah, that's reflection off the glasses, but that is really cool. It looks like green and red navigation lights on.
It almost looks like crazy laser eyes, too.
Yeah, digging it.
Totally. And what a cool hat. So
we've had a couple of hats of my uncle's up on that deer.
we sure have.
Yeah,
All right. Well,
the memorial hat wearing deer.
we're a couple games in. I think it's
While you talk to people about those wonderful
What's,
facts about these great players, I'm going to try and get some food in this cat.
otherwise we're going to be hearing it this entire stream if we don't feed this cat. We have a 16-year-old cat. He's pretty particular if he doesn't get his food. And he doesn't like to come upstairs when people are just getting here. So bear with us. All right, here we go. Game 4. JD's got control of the table. Where's the 3 go? Safety time or cross cut it? Is he going to go aggressive? I'd probably go safety. Oh, we still got the 1 on the table. I'm looking at the 3. Okay, 1 ball. You're going to scratch. That's a tricky shot. Says he's going to bank it. I'd still safety this.
I like this. There's some good things that can happen here, but that wasn't one of them, right? No, I think he gave an overarching hand flip type of thing.
Oh, that was definitely a hand flip.
Yeah.
All right, Jeff starting with the ball in hand on this rack. And let's get to know our players.
All right.
Okay, so Jeff Hayes currently shooting from Oregon City. He started playing in the mid-90s, took 11 years off, obviously raised a family, and been back for just 2.5 years. Places he likes to play is Midway, the Trough, and Phil's down in Salem. Shout out Zach Zager. We love Phil's too. His favorite game is Bar Box 8.
Ooh.
And yeah, he plays in some leagues, some BCA, and some USAPL, both at the Midway. Clearly, he lives in Oregon City, and that's one of our favorite places to play also. Love the Midway. And favorite player, SVB, and enjoys watching Savannah Easton, your arch nemesis.
Oh, I wouldn't say arch nemesis.
I know, I'm just giving you shit.
Just because I've been barbecued badly by her.
I mean, you and Mike D both in the same weekend.
Right.
I seen it. Yeah, for things that Jeff likes to do outside of work, as he loves sports, playing golf, fishing is a big favorite, and on that note, he wants to give a shout out if you ever need a guide for fishing. Chris Nordling in the chat with Guild Services is a great guide.
He'll teach you how to pull a fish out of the water by its face.
Yep. And
that was a little unfortunate. He did a good job to make that and stir those up. I like that. Calling the bank on the 6.
Nice. Let's see if he can pull it out.
He's going to shorten this up somewhat. And he didn't.
Oh. And Jeff wants to shout out his buddies that always supported him. Andrew England. Big shout out to his wife Jennifer for her support and love. And hello to his lovely mother. JD.
Nice. Oh, slow down.
Don't you do it.
Ooh.
He's trying to do it.
Another hand flip.
Okay, hold on.
That was so justified.
Is he hooked? He looks hooked on that nip.
Oh, man.
He said that he was not going to take the hand flip trophy away from Cody Johnson, but he's well on his way.
Cody won his match, too. I mean, powered by hand flips, right?
Sometimes
you got to hand flip your way out of it.
Exactly. Just get exasperated.
That was just a real unfortunate roll for him.
Hey.
Oh, get on the short rail. Help him out.
Yeah. You know what? Solid hit, dude. And,
Speaking of getting to know our players, so...
let's get to know JD.
He started playing 61 years ago at the Sandy Fire Hall in Oddfellows Hall.
Yep, he's from Sandy, Oregon.
Yeah, he likes 8-ball and 10-ball.
A couple outside the city boys.
Also bottle billiards. He's got a Rose City Billiards patch on that shirt, but he says he plays Gresham BCA, so I wonder if that's the same thing. And he was telling me, at home he has a 7-foot Golden West table, but it's like a custom table. I think he even said it has Racine slate and Randall, Pool Squatch, made the table for him. Like it's a custom table.
He has a Franken table.
Yeah.
That sounds cool. Oh, he went for the
Oh.
bank. I would have gone for the bank too.
Yep.
Nice try, nice try.
Well, it is Tuesday at 7:30. Most banks aren't open tonight. Let's see here. Just cut that in up there. And we got him on the board.
Yes, JD, you did it.
That's got to feel good.
Like we always say.
The first game and the last game are the hardest ones to win.
Always.
Yep.
Always.
But you got the first one.
So it's all downhill from here until he gets to 10.
Yep. All right. Going to take off that glove. Set it neatly on the table.
In other View news,
The Eagles.
update on the Eagles.
It looks like, yeah, they're both in the nest. Both of those eagles have fledged. They've left the nest. And we're not going to see them in the nest
Too often.
too much more. They're going to slowly work their way out of the nest and learn how to hunt on their own. And then eagle season will come to a close.
And then?
What will we watch?
I don't know.
Right.
Possibly the watering hole and
Namibia.
or
The jellyfish cam at the Newport Bay Aquarium.
and take us right into bear and salmon run season up in Alaska.
Yep.
But eagle season coming to a close, but
Oh, it's so great they've had 2 successful chicks this year. What an amazing story this year was.
for
Ooh,
sure.
symmetrical as all hell.
Ooh,
Made 2 balls. Shot on the 1.
nice.
Got to be happy about that break, Mr. Jeff Hayes.
Yep. Can't complain there.
And JD being a good sport, removing the magic rack. Okay. Probably going to punch this over to the right side of that 4 ball. 3. Nope. He held it on the inside. Or he tried to anyway. And see
Ooh.
what didn't happen. That inside spin didn't bite on the short rail like he had thought it might. Got Travis Hernandez in the chat.
Oh,
Another wonderful member of our pool community that we love to see every time.
I know. Can't wait to
Get
watch
a rematch on with
I
them.
was say, well, I was gonna say, watch your hot seats from last night.
Oh, that, yeah.
We're like I said, we've been out of town for a memorial and just got back, so didn't get to catch it, but looking forward to it. I
Yeah.
think that's fun that Trevor Second Dick and Zach Sager are doing something like that. Love it. Let's get some pool shows going.
Mm-hmm. Right. Nice pot on the 3 ball. It's definitely got some options here. He can shoot the 4. Well, look at that nice bank. Oh,
Oh.
so close.
So close. You think if he would have hit that a little firmer, it would have gone in?
Yeah, if he had done anything to shorten the angle enough, you saw it just hit that left side
Yeah, oh
point.
man, that was so
However,
close.
If he had shortened it up by going faster, the cue ball,
Maybe wouldn't have.
it would have been more center table than it is now. So
Right.
he wouldn't have had as much of a shot on the 5. But he's nonetheless left Jeff a tricky shot.
That's a good hit.
Oh, well, the good news is for JD, he can see the 4.
The bad news for JD is it doesn't have a pocket.
Yeah, it really, really doesn't. You might be able to manufacture some sort of defensive maneuver here just because you got these 3 balls down here. They can provide plenty of blocking opportunities. You know, if you bank that 4 towards the middle of the left side short rail, you can keep the cue ball under those 3 balls. So we'll see what he tries to do here. Okay, this is a good idea too. I like that.
Yep. Perfect.
Kind of gets the 5 a little bit off of that rail. The 4 is blocked by the 9. But is it totally blocked? Not totally. I think he's got an edge of it. He may even have a bank at it up in that upper right-hand corner. But it's no means an easy shot. He's calling it off. I think he's going to try and ticky
Yeah.
it. He's going to try and ticky it
I
off
was
the
going to
5.
say, he's coming behind it.
Oh, he was calling the 5 with a carom.
Oh, he should have called that 4.
And he's walking away thinking that same thing in his mind.
Damn. Okay, well. JD, coming to the table for the first time with an actual good look, a starter ball.
Right.
Everything else that he's been left so far, he's had to kick at it or, create something. It hasn't been easy on him.
Well, Dronda Fischer is in the chat, JD's niece, and she's sending good vibes. So it looks like they're well received, right? Just going to follow that a hair.
Cool.
Nice.
Left a good angle to push that into the side. He needs
the shape he's going to get on the 9 is going to be the deciding factor in this game, and he's done a great job. Just a simple little, easy little stop shot here.
Oh.
Kind of rushed it a little bit.
You got to think again that's working through his stiffness in his hand.
Right.
Kind of shooting fast.
Well, when there's something going on with your backhand, that's the most important hand, really, because that does all the action. So if you're recovering from a hand surgery, part of your hand is still feeling a little numb, a little tingly, like he was talking about. I can't imagine the difficulty with getting back in the saddle and competing. So,
well,
you kind of, there's something to be said for that, because kind of got to relearn to shoot with this change in how your hand functions. We take our hands for granted when one of them isn't working right.
Very much so. My best friend had double carpal tunnel surgery. Obviously not at the same time, because then you couldn't use your hands for anything.
Right.
But one, and then had to do crazy physical therapy really fast because the surgery was coming on the other one, just like 4 weeks behind it. Like
Oof.
one month, one the other. And I remember going through that with her, and she was just like, it's such a crazy feeling to not be able to use your hands the way you normally would. Ooh!
Almost a kick scratch, but instead we have
I would say Annie almost sunk the 10 ball, even though it would have gotten spotted up, but that was a good break.
Yeah, when you're coming to the table after a break and you got a 110 combo, you're like, why did I agree to no early 10s? Especially when you're down 1-4. But
Well, I mean, honestly, right now, yeah, what's your shot? Shoot that one into the 10.
yes,
So you
however,
can keep shooting.
the 10's going to spot up, and you better manage where your 1 ball and your cue ball both end up so you can stay at the table with an offensive option. And hopefully
Oh, maybe he can't see that one as well as as it looks like. Looks like he might be hooked a little bit behind that 3. I think he is.
Yeah, you were right. Okay, well, looks like we're going to end up seeing a 1-2 combination. He's got to manage the 1. Where's the 1 going after this? Because it's going to hit the 2 somewhat thin. So the 1's bouncing off the short rail. It's coming back left towards the left side of the table.
Yeah, just to eat. Oh! A little off there.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't as straight in, or he didn't hit it as straight in as we thought.
Well, we get to see what J.D. Fisher's going to do at this shot.
Because this is wacky.
He can go cue ball into the 1 thinly.
I'm going to call the 2.
Yeah, and make the 2.
Yeah, make the 2.
Just like this. And it's going to bounce out for a perfect look.
Nice.
Doesn't have to move the cue ball much to get a look at the 3. But he moved the cue ball much, and he's hooked behind the 7.
Oh, no. Sadness.
Yeah.
But yeah, okay. Just if you can kick it into that 10 and keep shooting.
Or you can kick it behind the 7 and hook him
Oh,
up.
yeah. That looks good.
That'll do.
Don't hate it. Now you're going to have to, what? Kick into the 3? Call the 9.
Oh, the light blue dot by that diamond is the Jeff Hayes 3D printed game count markers that he has created that fit right under the rail. So rather than using like a coin or something that could potentially get stuck under the rail, he's got those nice little things.
He's really. I thought those were some of the collection that we have.
Well, didn't he give them to us?
No.
Well, you're going to have to enlighten me. What's going on then? Somebody gave us a pair. Was it him?
No.
Somebody showed up with like a handful of different colors.
Yes. No. That was down at the Midway.
Yeah.
Help us out.
Oh, just hung it up hair. Barely. It'll come to us.
Casey.
Casey
Boom.
Jones.
Thank you, Chris. I was just going to say, I was trying to work it out.
Yeah.
Who was it? It was Casey.
That's
Yes.
right. Yeah, I remember now.
Oh. Oof. Oh, now he's got that weird,
Weird angle.
that he didn't like last time.
One of the weirdest angles there ever was.
Oh my gosh. So obtuse.
Oh.
Oh no. Why did I have to curse him like this?
Very nice. All right, just gotta
Okay, JD.
make this. Just hit it a little. Hit it.
Do
below.
not scratch.
Just hit it a little bit below center. Oh, what? How did he rattle that?
Oh, that's got to be frustrating.
Well, this
But
is
it's not
without
the,
its own
I
frustrations.
was going to say, but it's not the worst move in the world because you're going to be banking that. You're not cutting that in.
And even if you play the carom, the 10's coming back up.
No, you got to bank that 9 right back at you.
Or play a safe.
Yep, that's the one. He knows it.
He might play a safe here. No, I think he's going for the bank. Yep. And it's just a hair wide.
Oh, that was a good try. That was the right shot. That's what I would have done.
Right. In those situations, it's do or die, but one thing you can do is just play a layup and let them be faced with a do or die. You know, put them in a situation where they have to bank it or lose.
And
Ooh.
he says, not today.
There we go.
He's doing it for America. JD closing that one out. Nice. Back to a Jeff break. Did we get all the way through JD's player questionnaire? What does he like to do outside of pool?
Not
Oh.
much anymore.
He says not much anymore. He wants to give a shout out to the Pro Electrical Sales in
Oh, yeah.
Salaya, Washington.
We got a player break view for both of these guys. when
Oh,
they take a
do?
break. Yeah,
Oh, hell yeah.
they both had businesses to support.
Can't wait if they ever take a break.
Well, we're only 6 games in.
That's true. That's true. Just getting warmed up, really.
Yeah.
Yep. Jeff was off to an early start, but JD says, you know what? I'm not going to let you run away. So here we go.
All right, nothing down.
Oh. All right, let's check this out. 1 is makeable. If you go
Now,
nice
realistically,
and easy.
yeah, it's unfortunate he's blocked from the bottom half of the ball because you'd want to kind of stun into the 7.
Or,
Something like that,
you
'cause,
can
like-
push through. Like, you got to either hold it down here on this side, on the right side of the 2, or push through and use that rail to try to come back on.
No, this is a funny angle.
Yeah.
So if he makes the 1, the cue ball, probably going to just barely miss the 7. That's why you'd like to get to the bottom of that ball to kind of pull it back a little bit so you can hit the 7 or the 2.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Push through, use the rail.
It's got a nice window, but I don't know if that's what you need to make it. We'll find out here. Might be able to make it. Can totally make it. And get great shape on the 3.
Nailed it.
Yep.
Okay. Fantastic. In line for the 4. Okay, drew a little bit further than I would have liked to see, but gives him a chance to push
Ooh.
that 6.
Yeah, well, he's faced with an interesting dilemma here. I think the 10's blocking the 6 from a bank shot in that upper right corner. Maybe not, because it is close to this rail. Yeah, but he's calling it.
I like the single for this.
Yeah, I like the way his cue ball is going to be going for the 7 also.
Oh, look at that. Drained in.
Nice.
Yeah, great shot. That was a good one. You know what you didn't do on the scoreboard is put their Fargos.
I haven't done that in a minute.
For real?
Yeah.
I just never noticed until now. Because I'm wondering what the Fargos are here.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they're both
100.
Yep. It's just got to come off this top rail enough. Oh, man.
Yep. Ooh, yeah. Okay. Now you left yourself a pickle. Which way are you banking to? You cross banking it back at you? I like that one. That's where I'd go. Yep, he's doing it.
All right. JD is a 460 and Jeff is 472. Oh, he's going to hope this bounces back past the side.
You rushed that? I didn't hear what you said.
JD is a 460 and Jeff is a 472.
Okay.
And Jeff has gone up about 6 points since. No. About 6 points
since booking this match.
Yeah.
And JD has not been playing.
Right. And Jeff, his robustness is only 800. So a good night of league can make you jump up that much when you only have that many points in the game.
Oh,
that's going to spot up. And it's
Nice try.
JD Fischer's game to win or lose. I think he'll beat the scratch with just well, maybe not.
You got to push through this. This is how you beat the scratch.
Oh, he got it. Nice. We got action. 3 to 4.
Bringing it in close. Great job.
Sports. It's happening. Nice work.
Yeah.
Good work
Yeah.
on him to make that ball. It was a key ball to make because 5-2 sucks way more than 4-3. 4-3 is like I'm in this match. There's that fabulous hat.
I know it kind of is like giving me some like Slash energy, but the hair is straightened, right?
Well, it's humid out. Or no, that makes it curl up, right? If it's humid.
Yes.
Oh,
And it's not.
right. All right, let's check out his break.
All right, let's go, Captain America.
Yeah, he controlled his cue ball reasonably
Oh,
well.
yeah, I
Just
would
didn't
say
make a ball.
super solid.
Uh-huh.
First try break out of JD.
Well, let's see how Jeff gets back on this too. Is he flat enough he can just draw straight back?
We got a miscue. That doesn't happen very often. I always like act surprised, like I feel like I don't know what's coming. Even maybe it's just because I'm not looking at you.
I don't blame you.
But then there it is. All right.
So it looks like he's
JD gets to start with a ball in hand.
going to float it over there for the two in the same corner, which
Yeah.
is great. I just want to get relatively straight on the two so you can draw back for the
I
three.
was gonna say the draw on the two is gonna be everything if he takes it to that same pocket.
Oof.
And you're not gonna get it, so you can't use draw here
Oh, he went a little.
or straight draw.
Kind of went a little straight at it because he was worried about the scratch, probably.
But he can see it, so what do I know? Nothing. But I'm gonna pretend.
Oh,
like
is he gonna get away with that?
everything- Ooh,
I
is he?
think he can see it enough to not be hooked by it.
It looks pretty
Oof.
hooked to me.
Yeah, he's kicking at it. Oh, he caught it and got a rail. Legal shot. Let's see how Jeff gets shape on this 5 if he makes this 4.
Nice shot.
Oh, yeah, that 8 was always going to be an issue, right?
Yeah, but he left himself in a really nice window to be able to see it. And this is one of those shots that
Well, it's a tricky one because
if
realistically, like, what a
you got to practice these.
shoot it. The cue ball comes back towards his bridge hand, bounces off the rail, and gives him a shot on the 6.
Don't scratch. No.
He didn't get quite enough angle to do that, but when you're bouncing back and forth like those, that first angle
Getting wild
makes
with
all the
it.
difference.
Yep.
And it was just a little too shallow, so Mr. JD is going to have a ball in hand, and we'll see. I think it looks like it's a pretty simple out. However, the transition from the 7 to the 8.
It's going to be tricky because I'm
Right.
going to take that 6 in the side, leave myself for that 7 in the bottom right.
Right, but that angle you give yourself on the 7 is going to make all the difference on how easy it is to get to the 8. Because
Right.
ideally, if you can stop it on the 8, shoot the 9 in the side.
Okay,
10,
he's going to take the
done.
6 all the way up, which is totally
Well,
fine too.
Yeah, I mean, whatever you got to do to give yourself the
Nope,
angle
he's
on the
going.
7 you
He's
want.
going to the side.
Because the angle you get on the 7 is going to make all the difference in how easy it is to get out on this rack. I mean, it's pretty much a Cosmo if you get the angle right. Okay.
I would say,
Yeah.
oh,
Okay, so he
Shoot the 10 in. Or are you going to try to bank that 6 somehow? Because those are your two options. And what do we got going on here? Mike W. says, good match last night, Travis. So close.
Yeah, they're talking about the...
yeah, I want to say, hey, no spoilers. I haven't watched it yet. But, Mike, is that Wormersley?
I believe so.
Sweet. Nice to see you, buddy, in the chat.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Gotta get back him in back here for a match.
We had
Nice.
Great time with you out of the coast.
Yep.
The dinner was great. Hanging out with you.
Yep. Hit that ball pretty well.
And why haven't you been playing, Mr. Mike Wormersley?
It's summertime, man.
Okay, fair enough. The living's easy.
Yep. We got the solstice.
No,
and
say,
11
wait.
short days.
$11 Holy shit.
Until the summer solstice.
This month is already flying by. I guess we were just out of town for a week on the road, and that always makes... But we got to stop and play pool along the way. That was fun.
Yep. Ooh, look at that. I think he gave himself the right angle for this 8. I didn't see any hand flip. I think he's just checking his angle to make sure he can get a stop shot on that 9 in the side. Because, yeah, if he went too far to the right here and had to cut the 9 in the side, he's going to lose his cue ball for the 10.
Okay.
He's going to lose his cue ball for the 10. Fortunately, the 10's close to the corner pocket, so as long as that cue ball carries enough energy to come back up to...
Yeah, you either have to go, force it and come off the rail to bounce out, or you got to try to hold it. And
he's not trying to hold it.
Yeah, I mean, and then you risk, scratching in the side for some stupid reason. Okay, there you go.
I mean, I was thinking, as long as he got from above that second diamond or where you would put the one ball on the rack, he's going to be good. So, yeah, he's just fine. As long as he doesn't scratch.
Watch it, mister.
Ooh, okay. We have a 5-3 match.
Woo!
It's kind of like the man, if the man in black from Westworld had a mullet and some 80s sunglasses.
I know. I was just looking at that red Terminator eye.
And was a deer.
I don't know.
The most important part. Totally different creature. All right.
Okay, back to a Jeff break. 8 games in, only 2-game differential.
Still anybody's match.
Anybody's match. We got lots of pool to play.
Okay, let's see how he does with the holding of the cue ball. Okay, came back.
Made 1, made 2.
And a shot on the 1.
And a shot on the 1.
I mean, the 7-8 is a little funky over there.
Yeah.
Turquoise 7 is, you know.
True. But I'm not hating it.
Well, let's see here. Getting on the 3 from this one ball is going to be a little bit tricky. I'm curious to see how he does that. He can kind of stun it into that left-hand short rail and come down the bottom edge of the table. Okay, he's going that way ahead of the 9. Being over there is nice because you can cut the 3 in. He's got a chance to break up the 7 and the 8 here while still maintaining a shot on the 4. Which is what I would try and do. Cut that in, put some outside spin on it, break those up. You'll still have a shot. Likely, unless you go behind.
He's going for it.
No, he's playing the safe.
I know, but I think he was trying to get behind theirs too.
Right. Also a smart shot. You just got to get behind there. Now, let's say he shot in the 3 and made it. Cue ball came back, hit the rail, and then hit the 8. You could get hooked on the 4.
That didn't happen.
It didn't. And what's going to happen here is uh, he doesn't have the same opportunity here because he can draw off the 4 and mess those up, but that doesn't mean he's guaranteed a shot on the 6.
I know, and the 6 is kind of just like out in the middle of the table. It's got.
Oh, look at this. Wow.
Wow.
How'd he hit it, ladies and germs?
Yeah, that was nice.
Yeah, and he can just roll forward off this,
Right?
bounce off that right-hand side rail towards center of the table and have a shot on the 7. So let's see. Doesn't have to do a whole lot of work here. Just has to trust the natural roll.
Oh.
Yeah. He seems to be shooting those a little quick.
Got a rattler.
Yeah.
However, this is no picnic of a shot
his pre-shot
because you
routine
are
is a little
on
truncated.
the rail. Yeah.
So what do you think? You think JD's having a little bit of variation in his pre-shot routine? Sometimes it's rushed. Sometimes he takes the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like we've been saying, he's coming back off a hand surgery, so I can't imagine how challenging that is. Ooh, he tried to do that rail first, make it shot.
Oh,
Just
which
barely missed.
would have been so cool.
Yeah, those shots always have they can't have a tendency to scratch, though.
But even worse for him is he moved that 8.
Yep.
That 7's wide open now. Whereas he would have never been able to make that shot and just leave it there.
Oh, he fired that in and got great shape. Yeah, so you can see when he's feeling confident.
I think
with
you
a
just
shot.
tried to like mash up
Comfortable
comfortable
and
and confident. Confident.
See, that's why I had trouble with it. All right. For all intents and purposes, he could just stop it there. Oh, he tried to do too much with it.
Well, he rattled his last one in that same pocket.
Well, I think he was just trying to play the left-hand side of the pocket to not have to cut the 10 so thin. And that was what happened there. But we all do it. Yeah, Jeff put some inside on that didn't grab on the rail as much as he wanted. But brand new cloth that's cleaned regularly, so spin isn't going to bite on the rails as much. It's science.
Pool science. Ooh.
Ooh.
Oh no. Just a little bit of an overcut. Because you just need it. Like, there wasn't that much of an angle on that. You just had to tab it in, but create a little bit of an angle. Hit it on the pro side. Okay. A lot of gray. A lot of misty clouds.
These shots, he made it, but they can be a little tricky because see how that cue ball came all the way down here to the left-hand side of the table?
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you put a little bit of inside on it so that it'll hit the bottom long rail intentionally, or you put a little bit of outside on it to swing it wide to miss that scratch entirely, but those can mess with the shot aiming. So that's why those shots can have a little bit of a pitfall built in. However, we didn't see anything bad happen with him there. We got one eagle out on the front porch and one in the nest.
Oh, jumping around.
Yep.
One just taking a little nap.
I don't know. Is it worth it to be able to fly and not have hands? That eagle's not playing pool. Magnificent creature, but they're missing out on such a great game.
Eagles could never play pool.
Yeah, but they can fly like thousands of feet in the air and see for miles.
They could like dive bomb pool table and grab a ball and pocket it with their talons.
They could.
I don't know. I got nothing.
Okay. Ooh. We got a nice shot on the 1 in that corner.
Mm-hmm.
And then let's see what he does with the cue ball after this. Where's he going? I mean, how much is he going to move it? Is he going to try and go past the 8, go underneath the 8? Okay, I like what he did there.
Yep, take
Just
that
stun
two,
it over for a
two
shot on the side.
Yep, I like it too.
I wasn't even really thinking that, so.
They can go easy here and just roll forward a little bit and take that 3 in the bottom right.
I like it. Okay, rolled a little further, so getting shape on the 5 is going to be a little trickier.
Yep.
He's got to be on the bottom
Okay,
side of that cluster.
Now, I'd probably take that 3 to the side.
Oh, look at that. He went back across the table. That was a really cool shot.
That was actually a very good shot.
Yeah.
I was going to say take it to the side just to break all that up.
But this is where it's going to get interesting. Okay, got the 10 out of there. He can still see the 6, which...
But now what?
Yeah. What he could do is play the bank in the 6 up there to the right of the 8, and he could play a two-way shot. So if he shoots that, the cue ball will come down here and double this lower left-hand corner pocket. So he may be able to use the 9 and the 7 as blockers in case the 6 doesn't go.
Yep, that's what he's doing.
Yeah. Okay. Hit it with a little bit of force, so bounce. Okay. I think Jeff has still got a shot here.
Totally.
Yeah, and he can even use that 10 ball to slow the cue ball down if he wants.
Yeah, JD was hoping for a little bit more of a bounce there. Because if it would have rolled another like 2 inches, that would have been a really tough shot.
Yep, use the 10. We'll see if he's got an angle on it or if he has to bank it.
I think he can.
If he has to bank it, we'll see what he's going to do with that cue ball, but he may just have to stop it there for a shot on the 8 if he does make the bank. Okay.
Okay, I'm going to cut this to the top right. I'm going to be using some middle left English
I like your plan.
to get on that 8. And
He's
using that.
He's going
rail.
for the bank.
And he nailed the bank.
Yeah.
But what's he got
Your
now?
shot's good, but
Another bank.
got to get that outside
No.
spin to bite on the rail a lot. And
No,
okay, he's going for the bank again.
He's going for the bank again. Like, JD,
Ooh.
Bank King, what's happening?
Yeah, I like his thought process there because there were some two-way situations that were pretty likely.
Yep.
Yeah, nobody likes to bank when your ball's frozen to the rail. I think he's going for the corner.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
Yes!
man.
Got it.
New cloth.
I was right in the middle of saying nice try.
Yeah, dribbled in. Dribbled in. Pocket facings are still pretty slippery. Yeah, so one of the things you can do is clean the inside of those pocket facings. If you keep those clean, you're going to preserve the ball's ability to dribble in. If you don't clean those facings, they're going to start rattling and hanging up. Oof, hit that one nice.
That was a very
Yeah.
nice straight shot.
Yeah, those will test anybody, won't they?
Absolutely. Are you hitting the ball straight? Are you twisting your wrist? are you not actually hitting center ball?
Are you jumping up on the shot?
Exactly.
Are
So
you?
many things can go wrong on a straight shot. Those
Yeah.
are sometimes like
Ooh, nice,
the
nice eye,
scariest
Jeff.
shots.
Do you have two left eyes?
Yes. Thanks for noticing. Why do you think I'm always standing to the left of you?
Oh. So
So I
when we
can.
take selfies, you're my right hand woman. Is he gonna grab his cue and lay it on the table, take a
I don't
break,
know.
or
I
is it
don't
break?
know. Yes.
Oh yes, we got a player
Confirm.
break.
It's a player break. Yep. Don't break your teeth. Just
All right.
break into a promo screen.
Check it out. So from J.D. Fischer, we got Pro Electrical Services. He wants to promote his brother Dennis Fisher.
No.
So if you need some electrical stuff in Selah, Washington,
Salea.
Salah,
See? That's Salea.
backwards it's Hales.
But anyway,
Yes,
hey,
electrical services. You
Oh.
need those? Call up Dennis Fisher. And if you're in the mood to have a home inspection that is absolutely top notch, call Jeff Hayes. He's a
Yeah.
home inspector.
not bottom notch. He's top notch.
Yeah,
And Jeff does a really awesome job.
right. Yeah, so if you're, I mean, even if you own your home and you're not planning on selling, get a home inspection. You're going to find out what needs to be addressed. I mean, it's not just for people that are buying and selling homes. It's for anybody that has a home, really. Because, you've had a home for a while and you're just like, is something going on? Like, for example, they can check and see what your water pressure's at. If it's over, what is it, like 85, 90
You're
PSI?
gonna
Your
have
toilet valve is going to blow up while you're on
You're-
vacation and flood your home.
or it's gonna start leaking out of the wall at where your shower head comes out. But
Yeah,
at the
there's-
wall connection.
Right. So there's all these little things a home inspector can do to help you understand where you need to be at with your maintenance, for example.
Exactly, and save you money before it costs you thousands. But
Yeah.
also, always going to recommend that if you're thinking about selling your home, that you get a pre-inspection. Just pay for it, because it'll save you thousands in repairs once you're actually in the
Right.
situation. So
So once again, check it out. Electrical Services, Dennis Fisher, top-notch home inspector. Give Jeff a call. Not only can he play pool, he can inspect your home. Tell you what's going on with it. Looking to buy a home, looking to sell a home, looking to properly maintain your own home, which is so important. People don't recognize the fact that, yeah, it's a really good idea every few years. Have an inspector come over and just tell you what's going on. They're going to help you catch it.
we have a term. It's called deferred maintenance, and when you're in the buying and selling process,
I mean,
it's pretty obvious if you deferred the maintenance over the years.
right. I mean, for most of us, your home is your most important asset, right?
Well,
I
for
mean,
for
maintain it.
most of us, it's like if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right?
Right.
But then sometimes something that would have cost just a couple $100 on a service call ends up costing thousands. So anyway, on that note,
Yeah, I mean, deferred maintenance, preventative maintenance, all that stuff when it comes to a home. Like,
hey, yeah, I was gonna say blah blah blah. Take care of your shit. I don't know what else to say.
yeah, that's so true. I'm trying to think of other deferred maintenance issues that I've encountered in my life that became an issue. But yeah, the biggest one I can think of is, home inspector was like, oh, this water pressure, it's great, but it's too high. And you can think, well, I like my shower to scour the dead flesh off my body. Yeah, cool. Well, that has more to do with the shower than actual safe water pressure in your home. Shower head is doing that. Yeah, too high water pressure A lot of plumbing components weren't built to handle it and will fail. So, Jeff's going to break here. Home inspector break. Oh, and he sinks the 9. Cue ball's in the center of the table. The 4 ball got in the game. And he's left with a decision on this 1 ball. Is he going to play safe or is he going to cut it somewhere? I mean, he can cut it in the upper right. Just drift around and still have a look at the 2. He's got a lot of safety options here, and that's what he decided to do. He's made the 5, so this is going to be JD's opportunity to give it back. And I think right as you switch the camera, the 10 ball was resting on the edge of the magic rack and just settled into the rack. Not a big deal. That's just what happens with those. I think JD gave it back.
Yeah.
Rightly so.
I'd give this back
no
all
early,
day.
No early 10s. Be like, you put us in this situation. Why don't you deal with it?
Oh, then you're going to blast that magic rack.
Oof. Okay, he's got a bank. I mean, making a bank is one thing, but also putting the cue ball where it's got a shot on the 2 is another. So, yes, he's definitely calling the bank. Let's see how he attempts to get a shot on the 2.
Oh.
By coming off the 8.
But also, he can maybe, let's like get a different angle here.
Yeah, he's got to go 2
no,
rails.
he can't.
He can go 1 rail.
He can't thread that needle in between the 10 and the 7 and use that one. But he can come off that rail. Much harder shot.
I like going 2 rails here because you can push the 2 into a situation. You know, you go 1 rail, you can sell out.
Right.
All right. That's not too bad. I mean, he does have a shot at it, but
you have
he's
created a situation. Congratulations.
All right. Just got to cut this in. Some outside spin.
Miss that pocket. Ooh.
Yeah, I think he was kind of pulled up a bit on that shot because he was worried about the scratch. And especially where that 10 ball is, it makes that side pocket a bit bigger. There's some apprehension that comes with the decision to take on that shot.
Well, this is
as is with the case of this shot.
A close cross cut, and he nails it.
And he doesn't get stuck behind the 4.
Not an easy shot. What do you think? He's going to bank this right back at him? No, he's going to cut it.
Not sure if well, that worked out for him. It twisted off the rail a little bit to the left. Still
now
got a
he's
cut.
Got another cut. Ooh, just
a hair too full.
Yep.
We got a Jason Moore in the chat.
Well, good evening, sir. We missed you on Sunday.
Sure did. Oof, 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 oof.
Watch it, watch it.
Oh,
No!
All kinds of wet action.
Okay, JD's got a ball in hand, 3 balls on the table.
Don't stop it there. Roll forward a hair. The reason being is you want to go naturally into the line for the 10 rather he's got to follow it with some inside here. That's why he's hesitating. It's like, oh, I should have rolled forward a bit more. See, it didn't bite. Rail's a little too clean for that.
Okay, it's got to take it all the way up. I don't know if I would try to force that on the side. That's a real tricky shot. Oh, he's going to do it.
Well, it might be more appropriate to try that than cut it all the way up.
Yeah, maybe. What's your preference?
Yeah.
Oh, and he got it.
Yeah, he sure,
Snap,
sure
snap,
did.
snaps. Nice out.
Eagle on the porch, eagle in the nest.
Oh, those little babies.
Yeah, not
Getting
so
so
little
big.
anymore. Little sky monsters are growing up to be murderers of their own right.
The murderers of theirs.
Yeah, kind of like I'm the murderer of words.
Don't get too close, words.
Won that rack. Now gets to break.
We got a 5-6 match. Love it.
All right, I don't see the two.
Oh, is that
ball.
Sue? Oh, I was like, is that
Ooh.
2 going down?
All
Oh,
right.
they switched up. He switched up the rack.
Oh, he went with the turtle rack.
He did. Probably after that shenanigans.
Oh, that 10 ball sitting on it and then falling. Yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that would happen with. Oh, that's another miscue from him. That's his second one of the match.
Frickin' rough stuff. Okay, JD
Right.
starting again with a ball in hand.
Yeah, I like what he did there. I much prefer trying to get to the 3 with the cue ball like there rather than.
Me too. Me too.
Okay, just get past. Don't get behind the 8. I think he's got it. Just got to make this 3, pull it back a bit so you're not blocked by the 10-6 for a
I would
shot
say,
at the
yeah,
purple
you
4.
either got to pull it back or follow it.
Yeah.
Or just
Make bold.
go ahead and make it.
Let's have a game of
Like,
excellent
go ahead,
economy
F
here.
me.
Yep.
Just make it. Okay. Is he going to cut this or bank this?
Oh,
'Cause-
I would cut this. Banking it doesn't really give you position. Oh.
Oh.
You need to cut it a little thinner with a little bit more outside or a little bit of lower on the ball.
All right.
Yeah, he's got a good opportunity here to cut this in and get the cue ball to go in between the 8-6 for short side position on the 6 on the bottom side. This is another option. I almost like that better because he's got a much bigger window of opportunity or margin of error.
Mm-hmm. But if he makes this pretty natural shape on the 7,
Yeah, you just want to roll this in.
easy.
You can do that.
Or thump it.
Yeah. If you're going to shoot it up there, you got to do like a drag shot and hold your cue ball.
Now he's got to bank it.
Yeah. Or play a safe.
Or play a nice
Good
save.
decision making there.
Totally.
What's up, Paul Marquez in the chat?
Oh, Paul Marquez. What's up, buddy? How you been?
Yeah.
What you been up to? Anything good? Anything bad? We want to know.
And a Kyle Selman in the chat. Nice.
Yeah. Thanks for tuning in, everybody.
Love
Happy, what day is it? Tuesday? Again, we've been on the road for the last week, driving out to Wyoming and back for a funeral. So, a lot of miles, a lot of hours in the car. Good adventure time, though.
It was. was a smart move by Jeff at that moment. He didn't try to force something to happen when it just wasn't there. He just played a smart shot.
Unfortunately, has left him a shot on the 7.
Is he going to play short side, or is he going to try and manipulate the cue ball some way?
Yeah.
Played some inside spin. Oh, he's got away with it.
It certainly looks like it.
Yeah, I mean, realistically, just don't do a double hit on this cue ball. Maybe just jack up and stop it right there.
Best broadcasting couple in the biz, you two. Thanks, Kyle. But
man.
I don't know. Have you heard Paul and Mike D? They're a pretty animated couple themselves.
Yeah. All right. That'll work. That'll definitely work. He's got some options here.
Yeah, I mean, that 10 ball is pretty poised to go in any direction. I mean, take your pick. Just make the 9.
Well, he can play for the 10 ball in the same pocket as the 9. He could also go a little firmer with a little bit more outside spin and play for it in the other corner. And he went in between the two.
That's okay.
That'll be good.
Take it to the same pocket.
Yep.
Just, you're so close. Make sure that aim is on.
Kyle says Paul and Mike aren't a couple.
Are you sure about that? Sure about that? Just kidding. Just kidding.
They're more of a dynamic duo. How about
We kid. We kid. Well, and also, hey, Kyle, it's been a minute since you've been on the stream.
Yep.
Come on back, buddy.
Love to see ya.
And also, hey, you want to get on the stream? Shoot us a message. You can either find your own opponent or just shoot us a message with your Fargo and what you're looking to play, and we can find an opponent for you. Best bet is probably shoot us a message on Facebook or through the YouTube channel, but mostly Facebook, unfortunately.
Or go to the website. Go to
the website
pnwpoolthing.com.
Yeah,
There's a button
there
on
is
there.
a website.
I get the
everybody.
emails. I will
don't
be
get the
honest. Like
emails.
I gotta keep track of a few different sources of these messages. So if I don't get back to you or whatever, just reach out again. But yep, we're doing this for fun out of our home, and because we love to do it, it's easy for us to kind of book ourselves up and be a bit busy. So probably end up having 8 matches this month, which works out to an average of 2 a week, which
Well, we were out of town for a week just now.
Right.
So we're actually going to have a bunch of matches to make up for that week this month. But welcome to our home. We love to do this. We'd love to have you on the stream. Come down and
missed that.
put your money where your mouth is. MFers. I mean friends. Oh, again, just talking shit. Because that's the fun of pool.
Ooh, what's he going to do here? Is he going to play something super tricky and just like ever so slightly roll up on the 1 and stick the cue ball to the back of the 10, nestled up against the rail? Does he have that angle? Is he that ruthless?
Oh, look at you, Paul Marquez, stirring the pot. Yeah, let's get Joe on here. No problem.
All right. He said, you know what? We're just going to rearrange all the furniture and hopefully I get lucky behind the 10, and he didn't.
That would be must-see TV.
Hey, this isn't a reality TV show.
Oh, but it's pool, so it kind of is.
Gentlemanly
It
pool
kind of
competition
is.
between friendly people. Well, that was unfortunate, but it gave JD a chance at the table.
I mean, he's going to have to combo this.
Well, I think
Or
he's,
play safe.
I think a safe is. There's a lot of
Was
options for a
safer?
safe here. Yeah, he can
Yeah,
he
that
can
makes sense.
cut the one to his left and just get that cue ball on the other side of the 3 for a good safe. Just don't hit the 3 with the cue ball. But he's going offensively here. He's gonna try and make this. And he came pretty
Oh,
close. And look at this.
nice leave, nice
Yep.
leave. That was a smart shot, JD. That was a real smart shot. Oh yeah, Kyle, we'd love to play out the Facebook beef here on the stream. But of course, we love you, dude. We know that you be respectful. You're a great dude.
Yeah, a match built on bad blood has its own issues that I don't know if I want to encourage, but I would like to see.
Oh, I do.
I would like to see.
The drama of it all. Come on, it's like Telemundo for us pool players. It'd be fun. Okay, JD coming to the table. He's got a look at that one.
Just roll this forward for a shot on the 3. Very nicely done.
Did it.
If anything, he's a little flat on it.
Now he's got to push forward.
Yeah, he can go forward 2 rails. Okay, that's what he tried to do. He had actually a little bit of outside spin on that. That kind of slowed him down a bit.
This is
Is he going to bend it forward to get under the 9 or slide? Okay, went under the 9 just a little bit too much.
nice shot, nice shot.
Still got to look at the 5. It's a little wide for a dead-on bank, especially the 5 that close to the rail.
Yeah, is it on the rail? Yeah, it sure is.
Ooh,
Got
look
it.
at this. And he got some help from
Oh!
the 10.
Got a little bit of love there.
Yeah.
Okay, JD looking good.
Looking real good. Stringing together some nice shots.
Yep.
Right. Yeah, I like that. Made it a little bit easier. He doesn't have to bridge over the 8 ball too much. Give himself some room. Some natural roll will get him there. There we go.
Okay, okay.
Connect the dots, buddy. Just don't stray from your pre-shot routine. Don't rush anything.
Yeah,
Don't pull the trigger till you know it's good.
looking good. Okay. 2 more balls, dude. 2 more balls.
Very nice.
That's 1. Money ball time.
Yeah, he's taking his time and collecting himself. That's real nice.
As
Let's
you
see.
should.
And very nice.
Nice out.
Okay, that's what I like to see from him. He didn't rush any shots on that last out. Real good work for him.
Brings it back within 1.
Yeah.
We got action.
Yeah, and I gotta say, like for a guy that had hand surgery and is still having like numbness and tingling issues in his shooting hand, not his bridge hand, the hand that does the work, you know, it's doing the work. So good for you for getting back out here. I mean, last time we saw him, he was saying, "Oh, I gotta have this hand surgery," but you could tell even then he was like, "I can't wait until it's just good to play again." So
Yeah, well,
real proud of him.
you know, this is what we all do to recreate and have fun and have a little bit of a competitive outlet, whatever your reasons are, right? And to not be able to do what you love, and especially for that outlet, I can
Right.
only imagine, you know, how frustrating that would be and having to learn it out. Ooh, got one last minute there.
Very nice. Good shot on the 1.
Yep, he's got a shot on the 1.
Yeah, I always like the idea of recreating or recreation because the word is literally recreate or recreation. You're doing something on your own time that is of your own creation. And we all need that. Because if you work for somebody else, you're kind of helping them do their vision rather than your own, right?
No, that's why it's called work or not
Yep.
recreation.
Okay, a little close to his work here, but I think if he's not trying to make this is a good opportunity for a safe. Look at this. Boing, boing, bam.
Nice.
However, Jeff's got a pretty good opportunity for a counter safe depending on what part of the two ball he hits when he kicks this. So it's easier to kick it at a slower speed to control it more. And I think as long as it doesn't widen out too much, oof, I think he's left him a shot.
Oh, I think so too.
However, he's got to draw it back and bounce off this lower long rail to get a look at the 4. And he's done it great. And with enough angle. I mean, obviously he's going to be worried about the scratch. And if you're real worried about the scratch here, just roll into the 7. Just make sure to hit it kind of square. Play this shot with enough speed to get the 4 to the corner, and that's all you need. Ooh, missed the scratch. Ooh.
Raising my blood pressure there a little bit, JD.
Yeah. Do I need to be on statins after this match?
We have multiple blood pressure machines here at the house.
I know, and I haven't used a single one.
Oh, that pocket got him again. That's the 3rd time.
Well, I mean, it could have been that pre-shot routine got him again. Did you see he kind of rushed that?
Okay,
Like,
well,
think
fair
back
enough,
to the
fair
previous
enough.
match or the previous game where he was taking his time in every shot. I mean, that could be one of his tells, like, oh, don't like it. I'm going to play it a little quicker,
Interesting. I'll have to pay more attention.
Well, as Paul Marquez says, they call it pay attention because if you don't, it costs.
Oh, shit. I was not paying attention to the pay attention comment. No. How much is it going to cost me, Paul Marquez? Although,
This is a testy shot. Who loves this shot? Raise your hand. And then you hear crickets chirp because he's going for the bank. And yeah, that's more comfortable than trying to cut it in the
'Cause
lower
what-
right
yeah,
and get
you
shape
got-
on the 7.
I would say you got a scratch and a scratch. But at least you leave like a real straight on. Like you must create an angle bank.
Well, Jeff's got some issues or some opportunities here.
You mean
He can hit the 6 and get the cue ball to then roll into the 8.
you mean JD?
I mean JD. They both start with J. Yep. Oh, but it had the wrong spin. He hit the wrong side of the 8. Otherwise, he could have used that 7 as a blocker.
Okay. Well, Jeff taking a walk, checking it out. I'm so happy you turned off the person tracker on this camera.
Right. Sometimes they can be a little too smart.
These smart cameras these days.
Well, a lot of them are designed for like working
Nice
at home and
shot.
Zoom meeting
No.
shit,
Didn't roll far enough on that one.
Let's see how this kick turns out. Well, the only thing that Jeff is probably thankful for is that JD has to bridge up over these balls. But it's not his bridge hand that had surgery. So.
Paul says this range of Fargo, you're definitely going to get a more offensive mindset.
Yeah, that's very true. That there's something to be
These
said
guys
for
would
that.
shoot at a white flag.
They'd
I'm going to
sh-
be right there with them.
they would shoot at a slice of powdered
No,
toast.
that's not.
Yeah, no, it's true. I think you could absolutely write like some sort of generalistic guide to the type of play exhibited at different levels of Fargo. I mean, I ran into that in Arizona when they had the Arizona rating system. They're like, the difference between a 9 and an 8, for example, is the nine's going to play safe a bit more often,
Well,
and
and
they're going to
that's.
do it well. You know, oh, he just barely didn't catch
Ooh.
that.
Well, and that's why here at PNW Pool Thing, we host all ranges of Fargos from 300s to 700s
Right.
because you're going to see all different kinds of play. And while it can be exciting on a lower rank game, because yes, they're going to try some wild shit. And the higher rated Fargos that are going to have a safety battle back and forth, that's also going to be exciting. I like them both.
Oh, I
Like
like all of them.
getting crazy and
Yeah.
just nonstop safes back and forth. I think there was one match that I counted like 11 safes back and forth. Um, that was one of our higher Fargo
Oh, yeah,
rated
yeah.
matches. Super chess match, right?
Well, if you love pool, you'll find the things to appreciate about every skill level when watching or commentating. And yeah, I really like the.
Yeah, which one is more exciting? That's the question. They're both exciting in their same, in respective ways.
Mm-hmm. You're gonna get more turnovers, more dramatic turnovers, whatnot. Whereas, if you're if you're calling like,
Oh, what perfect shape?
wow,
Yeah, I mean
getting it done.
that couldn't have worked out better for Jeff. Nice shot, nice leave, nice point. But bam. We should have told them where the whiteboard is. Also,
Well, it is white and it is on a wall. I can see it. However, what I'd like to do is I'm gonna make a scoreboard for that you'll be able to see at this angle.
at this angle.
Yeah, I'll put it on top of the trash can back there or something like that.
What about at this angle? No,
On the back wall.
on the back wall maybe.
Ooh, maybe we get like an interactive projector that'll project it on the wall.
Yeah, zooming.
That's too much science. Never mind.
Yeah, that's way too much science. How are you gonna make it light up, Jesse? What if we put a scoreboard on the deer?
Like it barks out Morse
This
code.
deer looks kind of like he's gonna pimp you out, maybe at this point.
I don't know if that deer can afford my prices.
That's not how pimping you out works, but okay.
You mean pimping isn't like a symbiotic relationship? Is that what you're trying to say? Because I've never heard that it isn't.
Oh, because a light bright board would be obnoxious. Yeah, every time you have to change your score, you have to go peg, like
Right.
put in all the pegs, pull them out, and then change it. That would be hilarious. Though.
Yeah. We'll figure out something that's easy for the camera to see, easy for the players to adjust, looks cool. Maybe get like Nixie tubes. That'd be kind of fun.
Nixie tubes and pixie sticks. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, Tom Cross says, how about the beads I gave you strung along the beam in the camera? Well,
Mm.
the only problem is those beads are like straight pool beads where there's 100 of them or so. I think it would be difficult for those to see.
Yeah, it's got to be a
'Cause-
light up number or something.
Yep. All right, he's considering the bank.
Maybe a power pellet system.
He's got a safe. He could hide this ball behind the 5, 10, 9.
Oh.
Well,
Okay.
All right.
Don't hate the roll that he got there.
Yeah, he's not going to hate that either. It's going to be real hard for Jeff to run out from here. Yeah, let's see. What could he do here?
Oh, he's gonna have
That's a tricky one. It really is. Like, oh, here's what he could do. He could shoot it so the cube double this right-hand corner. There we go. Just hit it a little firm. Nick Snyder wants to know, is there a ruling about having the chalk on the table? He doesn't know anything about pool.
no.
No. Generally, like leaving the cubes of chalk on the deck of the table is fine as long as they are face up. The moment you start putting the chalk side down, you get chalk all over the rails of the table.
You're gonna
Then
get
you're leaning over and it's going to be
Karate
all over your
chopped
clothing.
in the neck by your opponent, hopefully.
Now, you go to nationals and whatnot, and there's some people that use their chalk on a magnetic holder on their pants and shit, and they always have their own chalk stuck to
Or
their
on
butt.
their head.
And you leave your cube of chalk on the table.
And they keep picking it
Oh,
up
they'll
and,
be
and
all
handing it to you. And
Yeah,
you're
they'll
like,
be all like histrionic
no,
about it.
I
And it's
want
like, get
my,
out of
I
here.
want my chalk on the table. That's where I left it.
Right.
I'm clearly trying to leave my chalk on the table right now, bro. Yeah.
I don't know. Myself, that magnetic clicking of their chalk always sticking to, it's like, get out of here with your technology.
You're
Oh,
you're
unfortunate little scratch.
magnet technology.
Magnets.
I know. You can leave your chalk on the table. No problem, Bob, if it's off the cloth and face up. Some people don't like it. Some people.
No, that's been the.
But it is there is no rule against it.
No, it's typically what you do.
And
just let it-
also, Derek Jackson, what up?
Yeah, he's going to be here soon playing Sarah on Thursday.
That's right. Looking forward to that, to seeing you.
All right, he got back out in the center of the table, which is where he wants to be. A lot of easy ways to get shape on the 9 from the 7 from however he's going to make the 6.
Okay, so my question is, where's the 9?
Where is it?
And why are you getting shape on it after, like,
Well, no.
from the 7?
From the 7.
Okay, I was like, why are you
Hard-
trying to get shape on the 9?
Well, see, this is probably one of the weirdest places to get shape on the 9 from.
Chuck Nazis, yeah. Like, down with chalk fascism.
Oh, man, yeah, I played people that have the magnetic chalk thing on them, and it's like they're so out of place by the fact you just leave your chalk on the table that they, like, hold their chalk away from it and let it go so it snaps extra loudly for them to be like, this is how it should be done.
It sounds like you might have a little chalk trauma.
No, it sounds like I've dealt with people that, like, try all sorts of different shit to try and shark you.
Yeah, well, here's my thought. I'm gonna leave chalk probably everywhere. I lose chalk all the time. I leave it on tables.
Well, now that people are spending like $20 a piece of chalk on
And
designer
if you're gonna pick it up on me and give it back to me, I'm definitely gonna leave it on the table again as soon as I shoot.
I'm gonna
next.
chalk my nose with it and then stick my tongue out at them.
Okay.
No,
well,
I'm not.
Now
Okay.
you're just being obstinate.
Sure. Yeah. It's one of the things I get to be sometimes.
Yeah. Well, we all have choices to make.
Right, just roll forward. Nice. Nice.
Okay. Yeah.
And after 15 games, it's 7-8.
Ooh. What a good matchup we got tonight.
Think of a round of applause in order for everybody who's playing and watching. Way to go.
The deer says, yay. Also, if you haven't done it already,
Like and subscribe our channel on the YouTube.
subscribe to our channel, like our videos. It really helps us get more
Looks
Get-
like we
get-
got a
get
break
thrown-
being taken.
get thrown into people's algorithms that maybe wouldn't know about us, people that are not here locally, since we are streaming from Vancouver, Washington. It is the southern Vancouver. We're down by Portland.
Yeah, well, not only that, there's a lot of people that don't rely on Facebook for pool stuff and whatnot. So if you subscribe to the
Or just
channel,
you aren't on Facebook. Because I
Yeah.
get it. Like, F Facebook. But I have to have it. It sucks.
I'll tell you what, I wouldn't have Facebook if it wasn't for pool. It's kind of the pool community's only way of really communicating in
And
mass.
I wouldn't have Facebook if it wasn't for stalking people. 'Cause you know that is kind of like my part-time hobby.
Yeah, you're got your like, what is it? What's after a white belt in karate? Brown belt.
What?
You got
A,
your you got
a
your
white
brown,
belt. A white
you got
belt
your-
is a starter. Then
You got
get like
your brown belt and
you
like
get a white
private
belt with like a
investigations.
yellow stripe. I want to say, Paul Marquez, chime in, bro. I think it starts
A
white belt.
with a yellow
is-
stripe.
Yeah, and I think the first thing you get is yellow stripe on your belt, and then it goes to yellow belt. But that is my personal.
And they're like,
guess.
I'm all out of yellow electrical tape, so you're just gonna have to deal with an old.
You're gonna have to
Kleenex."
jump kick your way into red. I don't know.
I
But
don't
I'm
know how it
gonna
works either.
take a mute and a break. So here we go. Everybody take two. Brown is next.
All right, I'll talk about other
Bad
stuff.
dudes. Yeah, what's after white? White is first, right? Oh, that sounded so racist. White is first. Arrgh. JK, not a racist.
All right, guys. If you want some electrical, J.D. Fisher's brother, Dennis Electrical. It's called Pro Electrical. How much more pro can you get than that? And then Jeff Hayes with his top-notch inspection. We'll go check out his break. Mr. J.D. Fisher sinks the 2 ball. Cue ball is tied up back there. But he looks like he probably has a shot into this side pocket. Yep, shot into the side pocket. Easily makeable. However, look what's next. It's the 3 ball. And that is absolutely problematic due to that kind of weird cluster of 4 balls up on that top long rail. So he's going to go back and forth and widen it out and block himself from a good shot at the 3. Now he can go at the short rail with some spin and try and hit it. Looks like that's what he's going to do, and he's trying to spin into this and try and hit it over to the side pocket. Chances are, wow, look how close he came to that. I mean, that was one of those shots where you call it just in case. Because in 10 ball, if you're going to do something like that, call a pocket. Just call a pocket. Call the one you think is most likely, because if you don't call anything and it goes in, then you're going to be like double hand flip and be like, why didn't I call that?
Well, you know what I called. The yellow belt was next after white. Oh,
Ooh,
I knew
yeah.
it. Because I've taken Taekwondo in college.
I did some Tai Chi once and I felt relaxed.
Yeah, did you do it like Patrick Swayze in Roadhouse?
I didn't rip
In
anybody's
the,
throat out.
in the early
Oh,
morning.
look
I'm
at
talking
that.
about sexy Tai Chi, where he's just out there in the
I've never
morning
been
with-
that tan and sweaty at the same time.
in his gray sweatpants.
Oh,
Ladies,
okay,
you know
okay.
what I'm talking about. Roadhouse.
I like how he played that shot.
I like how he played that shot too.
Yeah, he definitely left it.
A really, really tough shot.
Yeah. Not even an easy, safe situation here. Aside from like rolling up on it and just tying up
Oh,
some
he's going
stuff.
for it though.
Oh!
And I thought he was going to get it. I thought he was going to get that.
That would have really done it for me right there.
Okay, let's check. That's not the best. Does it go past that 9? I think
Not sure.
I think he's just going to roll it over.
Oh, he just hit a little too full.
Yeah, just a little softer, and that would have been
A little thinner, too.
all right. So take that 5 to the side.
Yeah, and if you follow it up, you might catch that right-hand edge of the 9. There you go. Okay, well. He's got some work to do if he wants to cut this in the side. Not only to avoid the scratch, but to kind of come out of this bottom end of the table with a look at the 6. Cutting it down to the corner, that's pretty reasonable, but avoid the scratch in the side and maintain cue ball speed, so you still have a shot on the 6 that will lead you to the 8. So if you're wondering why he's walking around the table
This is no picnic of a shot.
Oh. Ooh, okay, so he did the thing where he came out of there, and he just, yeah. You can't, I mean, you got to admire the confidence and what he did there. Like, I'm not sure what's going to happen, but I know what I'm not going to do. I'm not going to scratch, and I'm not going to get stuck down there, but I am going to make the ball. I'm going to give myself a chance to get lucky or give myself a chance to get a real good look at it. Ooh. Oh.
That was a smart shot, though.
It was. And it was
and he got a good bounce off that.
It turned
for
out
missing.
to be a proverbial two-way shot. Because he's left JD with a tricky one here.
So.
And I'll tell you what JD does with this shot is going to be the difference, whether it's 8-8 or 7-9. Okay, so he went for. All right.
I don't hate that.
I don't hate it either.
That was a good try.
I mean, it was kind of throw
and
caution
creative.
to the wind and see what happens, and it happened to roll in a way
JD's
where
been
Jeff doesn't have an easy
banging
shot.
fool this match.
Trying to get behind the 10. Oof, almost.
Almost. And honestly, that might have gone in. We hit it just a little bit harder. But I see what the safe that he was going for. And
well, by trying to go into the 10, you leave the ball in the middle of that short rail, which is never a bad idea, really, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But if he makes this, just play pocket speed. Oh, he hit it too wide. Okay. It looks like he's probably sold out. But Jeff has a tricky situation here. He's got to make the 6. You don't really want to be putting too much power or spin on the ball. So he's going to end up a little flat on the 8. Unless he rolls forward and gets directly on the rail.
Oh, he was going for that.
Yeah, that was a tricky angle because, like, shooting this and getting shape on the 9, you want some angle on the 9 to make it easier to get on the 10. And that's just it. When you're playing rotation, you got to be thinking a few balls ahead. And JD's done a real good job here. He's a little close to this, a little straight. But by virtue of being close, he can...
Just make that ball spin.
yeah. This is a tricky situation to get on the 10.
It sure is.
Because if you want to go high inside to double this lower left-hand corner, to then come to shoot the 10 in the lower right corner, he's a little close to the rail for that, first of all, and it's a little bit too much angle. He'd really have to manipulate the ball to do that. So he doesn't leave it with too many options other than be on one side of the table.
Nice.
Yeah.
Shot.
Get over there, but not frozen to the rail. Oh, that's ideal.
Okay.
Yep.
Money ball time.
Yep. It was either on the right-hand side or the left-hand side, and this one's good.
Yeah. Want to see you.
Marginally better than being on the left-hand side of the table.
Ooh.
Oh, now hold up over there. You don't want to go in the pocket. Oh, that's just unfortunate.
Unfortunate.
Nine, 7.
Coming down to the wire. Ooh.
Wow.
I know.
Dramatic finish to that game.
Yeah.
Back and forth.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, there was a number of shots during that rack where somebody just got on the different side of the ball or whatever to make it easier for next ball. There wouldn't have been as much back and forth. But, hey, man, we're here for the excitement.
I would say it's pool.
Yeah.
Shit happens. Back to Jeff break. All right. Unfortunate dry break there. So this is rack number 17. We've had 5 dry breaks. 3 from Jeff, 2 from JD. Not terrible odds out of 17
really?
games.
For real? Yeah, that's a statistic.
On 10 ball, which is one of...
Oh, did he call that kick? I think he was trying to cut it.
Oh, he did not. But that was pretty awesome.
Yeah, Jeff would rather have an option on a better shot to be makeable, but he's at the table, and I don't think he's going to give this back.
No. Cross-cut that too back at you. Good call.
Where's the cue ball going? Let's find out.
That's going to stay right there.
No, it's going to get behind the 7. That's what I was worried about.
Fortunately, you didn't make it, I guess.
It was going to be hard to hold it. Well, this is no easy picnic getting on this 3 ball. You got to hit it. You're straight in. You got to hit it with some force. I mean, he did the simple thing, which is just hold it there, which is probably the best thing, to be honest. Overcut that, but didn't leave too much of a shot.
Yeah, sure didn't. Your banking lanes are closed.
He's sending the cue ball to the left side
Yep.
of the table.
Smart
There's a lot
shot.
to hide behind back there, including the 9 ball.
Super smart.
Can he sneak past the 9 for a 1 rail just before the side pocket on the right-hand side? We'll find out. Yeah, I would think that would be my soonest thing I would try and look at is that, but it doesn't look like he's looking at that at all. He's trying to think, well, how do I get at this 2 rails? I think as long as he doesn't run into the 5, he went the opposite way. Not wide enough.
Okay.
All right, so to make this 3, leave yourself for the 4 to the 5. Getting from the 6 to the 7, they're at opposite ends of the table. That's going to be tricky. So going from the 3 to the 4 isn't really a thing. The 4 to the 5 isn't. But when you get to the 5, where you leave it on the 6, massively important.
So massively.
Yeah. All right. Got to cut this a little bit to his right. But easy short side shape on the 5, depending on the speed. Oof.
Oh.
Yeah, you can kind of tell the shots that players are a little bit uncomfortable with by how quickly they, or how easily, or how much they deviate from their normal pre-shot routine. There's a little bit of a deviation there, like he kind of jumped up a little bit.
A little bit.
Yep. So he's going to try and cut this past the 6. Pockets, it's not necessarily smaller. Like I think the 6 is outside of the edge of cutting it into the left side of the pocket. But psychologically, it's there. And it will cause you to tighten up a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
Yeah. He's trying to miss the 6, and in doing so, undercut the ball just a hair.
So you're going to try to cut this 4? The 10's right in the way for the bank.
One thing you could do is you could shoot the 4 towards the 6. Don't hit the 6, but bank it so it goes under the 5 and run your cue ball up there behind the 9. He went for the cut.
Oh.
Yeah. Not too bad because he missed it, and this angle to try and make it into the side. Got to kind of try and roll it in. It doesn't give you the greatest position on the 5 by doing so. He's got his work cut out for him here.
Meanwhile, in the chat, we're all having visions of Mike D and assless Chaps on a Vespa with his ponytail blowing in the wind. What's happening over here, you guys?
Does Vespa make electric scooters yet?
I don't know.
Yeah, it's such a tried and true brand of personal mobility. I wonder why not.
Well, screw a Vespa. Just get an electric bike. They go 40 miles an hour, too.
I know, but Vespa should be hitting that opportunity.
Oh, I'm sure they are. Okay.
Oh, look at that. That was a good shot.
Yeah, that was a real nice shot.
Yep.
Paul, you love assless Chaps. You and me both, bro.
Right?
I think everyone should own a pair.
Oh, is he going to beat the 10? Okay, got past the 10. Got a good slice of this 5 with automatic position on the 6. And that automatic position on the 6 affords him a decent angle to get around the table pretty well. Because he's got to get around the table somehow to get on that 7.
Oh.
Key shot. The good news is, if JD takes this 5 in that upper right-hand corner, the cue ball is going. Well, it's going
Right into the side pocket.
It's going away from the 6, but it doesn't mean it's going in a bad direction. Just got to tap this in.
Okay.
Yep.
Don't hate it.
Now the tricky thing is, does he straight up follow this or does he swing it around? He straight up follows it. And
Ooh.
yeah.
And this is a tough shot.
Well, the good news is, though, because it is thin, he's hitting it thin. The cue ball is going to travel back down to the right-hand side of the table and then back to the left side of the table.
Yep, that was going to be a hard, tricky shot. So, who is our next matchup on...
Derek Jackson, you're totally out of line. That was not a White Claw. We don't drink White Claw here. White Claw is like somebody yelling the name of a fruit from another room while you got television static in your mouth.
Okay.
You know, White Claw is like, bleh, bleh. No, we drink Trulies here.
Zero sugar.
Yep.
Because we're health conscious. And actually, it's a red, white, and true. Truly. Because it's a summer pack.
Not only that, you got to represent in your mouth what JD represents on his body, the American flag.
Exactly. Red, white, and truly.
Oh, White Claw is like drinking television static while somebody yells out the name of a fruit from another room.
Yeah, you got that?
Yeah.
No White Claw here.
Now we like our High Noons and our Trulies
On our ciders.
and our ciders. He's faced with a difficult back cut.
Woof. For real. Oh.
He hit
Oh my
it a
God.
little.
I was feeling for him. It's just like, oh, this is a tough shot.
Those shots, it's easy to hit them firm because you want to make them, and then the cue ball travels too much.
Mm-hmm.
Like he got another half table of movement out of that. I'm guessing he just wanted to make it and roll up for position, go a couple rails and get it for a shot in this 10 in this lower side. But ooh, he was looking for some wizard shit, and that was it. He called that.
He said he wanted some wizard shit tonight, and he did it.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll count that.
Okay.
Just take your time on the
Sink,
shot.
yeah, sink that money ball, man.
I think if he just straight up rolls it, he misses the scratch.
Yep, I think so too.
Yep.
And
Nice.
he does. Nice out, JD. Woof. Says, nope, you're not getting on the hill yet.
And Derek Jackson is correct. The next match is him and Sarah Myers-Mitchell on Thursday. Then on Friday, we have Sarah Myers-Mitchell and Anthony Collins.
That's not even, we got back-to-back Sarah action this weekend.
Right.
She is is
She's not
never.
afraid.
She's never going to shy away from
Right.
any dude or lady.
Yep.
Like, she's a fierce competitor, and it's going to be some exciting matchups. So,
All right. I'll be right back. You got to run your mouth for a second.
okay, here I go. All right. JD just sunk that 9-10. He's taking a player break. Oh, Sarah thinks you're a warm up. Actually, she has been very busy, and she just has this weekend free, and both the people she hit up to play a match said yes, and so boom, back to back. Sarah Mitchell's Myers Mitchell, shit. Sarah, you know her. She's badass. She's tough competition. And we've got some matches. But honestly, we've got Thursday, we've got Friday, we've got Sunday, we've got multiple next week, multiple the following week. A lot of action coming up since we were on the road for a week. So, oh, nice try. Just missed it. I'll tell you what, you do not want to be giving your opponent a ball in hand when you're this close to the end of the match. It was a nice try. There is no gimmies. Lot of pool left to play.
There sure is.
No, Derek says he's got to go practice. Well, great having you in here. We look forward to seeing you in a couple days, dude.
Chris Nordley wants to know, is the chat visible on playback at a later time? Dylan Deichman
Yes.
at one point said he figured it out.
Yes, you have to enable it or something. Dylan, we know you're still in the chat. Tell all of us old folks how to use YouTube, please. We don't know. Right, Paul?
Train like a madman. You don't have to worry about being ready or not.
I feel like there's a better saying, and I feel like it's
Oof.
if you stay ready, you never have to get ready, right? Always be training. ABT.
Now he's got a kick at this 3. Oof. I was like, it could go off the 10, but it didn't. However, he has left Jeff Hayes some decisions to make. Will he go for the bank, or will he play it safe?
Ooh.
And like we were talking about earlier,
Go for it.
He kind of did like a two-way shot.
Yeah,
there.
I like it.
Yeah.
Let's see. Can you see it?
Yup.
I think you can.
However,
It's tight.
he might end up breaking up this 9-10 right here.
TIT.
Oh, no. He's going to get behind the 5 for what is going to turn out to be a tough shot for Jeff Hayes.
Mm.
All right. Is he going to hit this with some outside spin to check it up a little bit?
I think so.
Oof. All right.
Nice little bump.
Oh, look at
Getting behind the
this.
4.
I think he can see
Nice.
it. He might have a carom off the 3 into the outside edge of the 7. You better hit it firm so the cue ball can travel around the table to get another look at the 3. If that's what he's looking at.
Mm-hmm.
But that's all I see right at the moment from this camera angle.
I'd come behind it. Kick at it.
Oof. Missed the 7. Broke those out. that might end up working out pretty well for JD because Jeff doesn't have a clear shot at this.
No, he sure does not. Okay. Okay.
Calling the 8.
He's going to twist it.
He's going to try and hit it paper thin.
He's going to Helen Hunt this shit.
And he's going to miss it.
Oh.
Now, to score at this score.
A score at this score. You heard it here first, folks.
Right. We're getting real specific.
When it comes down to a score at this score.
You don't want to be leaving your opponent ball in hand.
No, but some of the best safety battles that we've seen
have happened at nearly Hill.
Yeah,
Or
just now.
tied up. Yeah, so what's he thinking about here? Stopping it here, playing the 4 off the, kind of ticky in the 4 into that corner pocket off the 8.
Nope.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
This is a change in decision.
Call the 8.
Stop the 3 right there. He did that so well. Except it went behind the 4.
No.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Unfortunate.
I was going to say
that it's blocking the 3.
Unfortunate.
Oh. Well, I meant get out of here.
Dang, he's got to thread the needle with some sort of weird spinny kick.
Oh, jeez.
JD.
This is no.
Oh, he came so close. You got to be like proud of him for trying that type of shit. He was like working on a wizard shit right there.
Yeah. No.
But realistically,
I see what you were up to.
However, do too. No, just hit the
when you're this close to the end of the matchup,
kick the left-hand short rail, hide it behind the 4.
Exactly. That's a.
Oh, there we go. Dylan Deichman laying down the facts on how you capture the chat.
Oh, Dylan, you're the best.
You're such a sweet soul, and we love you.
I would say we're calling you for all old people technology mishaps. I mean, I've got a neighbor that could really use you to help her with her new phone.
Don't sign him up for that. Don't sign him up for that.
She's over here every day almost. Like, I'm 44. She's like thinking I know how to use her new phone that I don't have.
How can I get my text messages to show up in my mailbox?
The PayPal, out on the street? It's going to start charging me money. I got to switch to something else, and I don't know anything else. I don't. Yeah. Anyway. Lovey Debbie.
For real.
She's just the best.
We have the best neighbors ever.
But not with phones.
Okay, here we go, Jeff.
Pressure's.
What's he gonna do?
On.
Like, you can leave yourself for the 7, like this.
Yep.
Now you're getting on the 9. I mean, not that it's impossible.
I'm gonna put some mustard on this. I'm gonna hit it. I'm gonna come off that rail. I'm gonna be traveling back. Not gonna be scratching.
That's real specific. It's like, oh, we like plants. You know, the ones that are green and grow above ground.
Yeah.
No, like what rail? What spin? How exactly? Where's the cue ball going to be?
I'm going to put some top, a little bit of left, not too much.
Are you trying to get short side on the 9?
Yes. Yes. And keep going. Keep going. Keep going.
Did you see the help he got from that like little nipple in the corner? Flattened out that angle just enough.
See?
Oh.
That's kind of what I was talking about.
I know, but you can't plan for that. I think you
Of course not.
You know.
But
it's rotation on a bar table. Sometimes you get fortunate rolls. In this case,
or you use the
that
correct
was flawless.
The correct English.
Nice. All right. Got a little bit of a back cut, but this is the ball that goes with your shirt. So don't miss it.
I was just gonna say, if you miss it, you gotta take your shirt off, like Joel Peck style. However, I didn't want to say that before he shot.
That was to get on the hill. I think to get on the hill, when it's that ball, you take a deep breath.
Well,
You calm your nerves.
exactly. You can. It's a money ball. We've all been there. We've all made them. We've all effed them up.
Oh, and it's tied up.
Oh shit! 9-9. Race to 11.
Well, there's two different ways about going about a money ball. One, you let self 2 take over and you don't overthink it and you fire it. Two is you really lean into your pre-shot routine and make sure all of it is perfect and take a deep breath and do it slow so you don't allow nerves to kind of creep in. And I kind of feel like maybe he did something in between there. But having played on this stream and having done well in the stream and having lost on the stream, it's easy to sit here in the booth and flap your gums about the shit. But when you're out there playing, it's different pressure. So if you haven't played on a stream, if you haven't played in this type of environment, I very much encourage you to do so. You'll learn some more shit about your game. Here we go with Jeff's break. Didn't scratch. Did make a ball. That will spot up. And it'll spot up to no shot on the 1 because of where the 4 is. Well, what Dylan had to say about how you open up the comments from previous match, it reminds me of like knowing the secret way to get to the next level on like an old Mario Brothers game. Hey, whoa. You got to spot the 10 up before you shoot.
Oh, they forgot about that. Should I go tell them?
Yeah.
Let's see if JD.
No, go tell him.
Hold on. I want to give him a minute.
He's going to shoot. No, go tell him.
Okay. Spot the 10. Spot the 10. Sorry, I hate interrupting matches.
Yeah, normally don't get involved, but in something like that, when you're playing no early 10s, they forget.
And also, when we're getting this down to the wire.
Yeah, I mean, there's money on the line. We don't want to cause any problems with that, so I think that was the appropriate thing to do there, because then we have to disregard a whole ass game.
Yep.
And then it gets weird.
I mean, it gets weird every time that we're doing this, pretty much, but especially when you're on the mic, things get weird. But at the same time, gotta have that 10 on there. Yeah, Paul, you're right. We are getting down to the wire. We
Down
have like
to the wizire.
a maximum 3 games left. Whew. Shoot the 10 back in.
Ooh, let's see here. I really like no early 10s and 10 ball.
Mm-hmm.
It really reinforces the fact that, yeah, it's rotation, but with strategy and brain power, you know. Like, if we're going to do 9 ball, like 9 on the spot. Ooh. Oh.
Ooh.
Blah.
Oh, I thought we were just reacting and making,
We totally
and
were.
making terrible noises.
I think they were beautiful noises of a weird, gross songbird.
Mm.
Bleh. Bleh.
Okay.
All right, high inside. Come underneath the 4. I like it. But you need the right angle to get up there on the 5. Or play it. Oh, that's nice. That's
Or
real
yeah,
nice.
or just use a nice
Yeah.
finesse little touch.
Do you think he's a little flat here, though? We'll see how it works out. Okay, just played it safe.
Okay.
And I don't, I mean, there's a lot that can go right here because you can make the 5 and hit the 6 towards the side pocket, especially if you hit the rail right before it.
Ooh.
That's another thing that doesn't necessarily work against you. This is a tricky shot Jeff has on this 5. Can he bank it and stick it there for the 6? I think it might be there,
Ooh.
but it's not automatic.
No. This is a terrible shot.
It could be terrible.
I like what he's
awesome,
doing.
though.
I
What's he
like
doing?
what he is calling the 6 ball. He is going to go right off the side of that because that 5 was not makeable. It just wasn't.
Well, that works out for him for sure.
Oh, yeah. Sure did.
Even if JD hits the left side of that top side pocket to kick at the 5, he's got to hit it just right to, like, let's say, put that 5 on the short rail. He's going 2 rails at it to make it.
Oh, boy.
Ooh!
Oh.
I mean, when you see it so well that
Yeah.
you're like, there's an opportunity.
Yeah.
That was
When
an
you see it
opportunity.
and you want to go for it, I know that feeling because I do that feeling too. Like,
I don't know if I
And
would have done that at 9-9 in a race to
of
11.
course, but you're an over 600. I'm way more in line with these guys, and I don't know. When you see something,
Yeah.
you know you want to try it. However, I understand what you're saying. Probably not the smartest of strategy play.
Well, I'll
But
tell you this, like,
Also, JD's like he's made a lot of them, so the confidence is high on banks and kicks.
I like the way he used that 8 ball to get really nice shape on the 6 and whatever, but what the problem was it moved the 8 away from that angle on this lower right corner, so this has made his out a little bit difficult.
Mm-hmm. But he has.
It looks like he's winding up a little bit. Yep, winding up for the draw shot.
Oh.
JD's got an opportunity.
Yeah, a opportunity, but also what a crazy shot to have to start with.
He can just tap the 7 to go above the 10 and roll the cue ball forward and use the 8 and the 10 as blockers. As long as that 7 hits that rail above the 9.
What, he's calling this back at him? He's going to kick this back in? You got to use some force to get off the rail or you're going to be hooked behind that 8. Oh.
That was like probably a less than 10% shot. And yes, if it works out,
mean,
great.
Honestly,
Amazing.
if you were going to go for it, why didn't you take it all the way kitty corner across the
I'm
table?
not sure, man.
Because you could have at least rolled up on that and got past the 10 with a shot on the 8. I don't know if the kick was the right
Well,
call
what I would
there.
like to see is I would like for JD to go home, set up that exact shot, shoot it 20 times, and see how many times it works out in your favor perfectly.
Oh, look at all the draw that he got on that new cloth. I've been doing that. I can't draw for shit. I mean, I can.
But on this table, you can do
But
a
on
table
this
length.
table, yeah, I was on this table with this new cloth. I'm drawing way too much. And being like, wow, look at this.
I will tell you what, like I've been keeping it clean. I'm doing the best I can to keep it clean to maintain that. And no matter what you do, it still breaks in and changes over time. So it's less pronounced than it was, but it's still there. As long as that doesn't scratch, I
Don't
think
do
it'll
it.
be okay. But nope.
Oh! Oh boy. Okay. Here we go. You got 3 balls. Everyone should be
you could
able
be
to
a cast
run.
member on Total Recall.
Yeah, when are we going to see the 3 bald man?
Right. Yeah, it looks like a plucked chicken. Nobody wants to see that. Derek Jackson, how do
You're
we clean
right.
it? Well, the way we clean it is we vacuum it really well. I vacuum the rails, vacuum
With a
the
shop
bed.
vacuum, not just a vacuum. I
Right.
mean,
No spinning brushes, none of that shit. Never put a
no,
Roomba on a table.
not at all.
Ooh,
Not ever.
Ooh, ooh, ooh. I like it. It's going to work out. Rolled a little
Ooh,
far.
got a little bit far.
It's a makeable shot. Just keep your pre-shot routine intact. I think he got down on the table a little bit. He made it, though. He did well. Wow, JD. Leads the match for
JD.
the first time on the hill.
Exactly. He takes the lead when it's to the hill for the first time in this match. Damn. No, so we use the shop vac. You press and hold
You just
for
need
the
some
suction.
yeah, the suction needs to suck all the
And then-
chalk and dirt out of the cloth. Then we use a microfiber cloth that's damp, not wet, damp, and that lifts the oils out of the top of the cloth. So those two things together keep the cloth really nice. Because yeah, you don't want those oils to accumulate, get sticky. But because we keep, especially on the nose of the rail, we don't allow oils and such to build up there. And that's why people will be like, spin doesn't bite off the rail. Well, yeah, we keep it clean. If you're used to playing out in public with filthy ass tables, but as a pool player, you really got to understand how to adapt to all those things. That's part of being a player. So people that come over and complain about the conditions are like, blah.
Yeah.
Not our fault. You can't adapt.
I can complain about conditions in every bar I walk into.
Well, it's an easy thing to do, and it's a source of
But,
conversation.
I mean,
and it's better than talking about the weather.
well, I'm just saying, we all have to overcome all the different conditions and different tables. And let's just say, for instance, I played in one of the ladies' NWPA tour stops at Silver Star, which has 20 tables. Every table plays different. And they're all diamonds because some get more use, some get less use, some are dirtier, some are cleaner, etc., etc.
I will say this
So
though: if
every
if you're-
matchup,
if you're pretty well adapted to playing on clean tables, and then you go to dirty tables where everything bites harder, I think it's an easier adaptation than to being used to dirty tables and playing on clean new cloth.
okay, yep.
Oh, we got it. Nice. Oh, that 8 went down and the 3. He was calling the 8, I believe.
I was saying, did a fire just get lit under JD's ass right now? Getting on the hill.
He went a little
I had to go on and fucking curse
up.
him, didn't I?
Well, it's option. Unfortunately, that cue ball's going to roll just enough that it's out of cuttable range for Jeff. Only a silly person would cut at this 5 just because he's gonna lose the cue ball so much.
It's not how you start; it's how you fart, Paul. Gas Rose for life. But yeah, you're right.
Mm.
Um,
See, that's not too bad of a shot
yes.
for
Confirm,
Jeff.
Dylan. It is his first of the night to get onto the hill.
He's left a tough shot for JD here, but if JD makes this, it could be real problematic for
Game
Jeff.
over, man. But it was a tough shot.
Oh.
Okay.
The only thing tough about this shot,
Okay.
you can roll this in and leave yourself a cut on the 6, or he can muscle it and move the cue ball a bit, but he better move it enough.
Move it.
Move it. He moved it real
Oh,
good.
he likes to move it, move it.
Cue ball mover.
I'm never going to let you live that one down.
The moment you do, I'm gonna be like, you let me live it down.
Yeah.
I say move like a regular person now. Look what you've done. He just has to make this just roll
Oh,
forward.
my God.
That is, if he's planning on taking the 7 in the side.
Which he is.
Ooh, does he have the right angle just to make it and pop across the table?
Yes, he does. Oh, boy. We're heating up here. Okay, okay. Are we going hill? Let's go, Jeff. Take your time. It is money ball. Money ball time.
The ball that matches your shirt.
Don't say that stuff. You cursed him last time.
Well, come on. He's got...
Redemption. Let's go, Jeff. Make it hill. Oh, snap. Here we go. Here we go. Hill match.
Red room.
Red room. Hill. This is what we all pay to see, even though no one's paying. Because this is a free stream. Oh, no. We're going down to the swamp. No, just kidding.
Dueling mouth harps.
We've got JD Fischer, Jeff Hayes. We're playing 10 ball. It is 10 to 10. It is a red room. We have done it. Another hill match. This is the exciting shit.
Yeah.
Here at P&W Pool Thing. Jesse Johnson, Stephanie Shirtliff. This is our home. Thanks for tuning in, everybody, and getting in on this exciting match. Yep. One game to rule them all.
Yeah, what a
And it
nice comeback from
happens-
JD Fischer to come be down.
I know. Hot damn.
Getting used to that freshly cut up hand and
I
how
know,
it
but
performs
yeah.
and coming back.
But now he's like, now what's in the middle?
I think 400.
Yeah.
Let's find out.
I
pretty sure.
think you're right.
Yep, 200 a man.
Here we go.
It's not going to break anybody, but it's definitely going to put the pressure on you. All right.
And speaking of break,
Ooh, dry. Oh, it's a dry one.
that's a dry.
However, not the kind of break that leaves you too many options. You know what I might do here? I might push.
I mean, that one's all tied up.
I know. Yeah, push. Just roll it up.
What
to
would
this-
you push, though?
I would roll it up in between the first and second diamond here on the bottom rail. So he just has to roll it up like a foot against the rail.
I feel
There
like
might be a carom on the 1
I feel
into
like I
the
would
7,
push
but
the
look where the 2
6
is.
into the 2, but come off it, so there was still a clear view to the 1.
Well, see, the thing with a push is you want them to be kind of unsure whether they should take it or give it back.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like I would try and
Hence my solution. You tie up the 2, leave him a shot on the tied up 1.
yeah. So he's doing this right. There might be a carom 1 off the 7 in the side, which he might be tempted to take, because like we said earlier, at this level they're kind of offensive
No,
minded.
he just said wave.
Yep.
Back
Well,
at it, bro.
Because it's like, how do you get on the 2?
He did it. I mean,
No, there's so much room for mayhem in the rack.
so much room.
Just mayhem town.
Oh, you don't know what's going to happen
Right.
on a hill match.
I enjoy not knowing what's going to happen.
Ooh,
Ooh, yep. He tried to
the pressure.
flatten it out to get back on the 2, but it sacrificed his pocket ability.
However, he's hidden behind the 9, so there's not a straight shot.
I think he's got
He
an
can
edge.
see it, but there's no clear.
Oh, he hit the 9 first.
He did.
Oh,
He did. That's a foul. Ball
it
in hand.
is. It is, but
Still got that 2 on the rail.
they are playing 3 foul. There's some
Oh,
room for
shit.
3 fouls.
Oh,
There's
shit.
some room. You've already got him on 1. You might as well go for 2. And if you got him on 2,
Might as well go for 3.
Yep.
Don't forget about it, like I did. In that ladies' tournament.
oh, what's he doing here? Is he going to try and hide him on the back of the 4? Nope.
I think he was trying to get that one behind the 10 and stick him to the 9. And it was a good thought. However, he's going to get out of that 1 foul right now.
Oh, yeah. If he miscued and be like,
I mean,
dude,
like,
you got to
obviously.
straight in look at it.
Okay,
and now you're
sorry,
on
I
2.
even said something so stupidly obvious.
He's not
He's
going to miscue.
going back to 0, folks.
Ooh, look at this. Ooh.
Okay.
Things have been rearranged. Situations are different.
What's gonna happen?
Oh, man.
Oh,
2, 6, 10 is getting weird.
I know. I was just looking at all that, being like, oh boy. I would love to smash into all that.
Yeah, it makes me wonder, like, if you drive a train, are you kind of excited when something's on the tracks?
Oh my god. Like what?
I don't know, like a frozen buffalo.
No.
I mean, it's not your fault. It's not the
Okay,
buffalo's
no,
fault.
no.
They're just like, oh, this is going to be interesting.
Well, I mean, yeah.
Okay, so a cut on the 1 to get shape on the 2. I mean, I
And
think
Derek, to answer your question, Steph's what?
amazing.
Oh, I was gonna say my push. My,
Ooh.
'cause
Oh, Paul liked your idea for
I
a push
know,
out.
because it was
Yeah.
a great idea, and guess what I like to do?
Have a smart brain.
Oh, I was gonna say, push it good,
Push it real good. Oh.
Okay, that's 1.
Missed the 7 enough to still have a look at the 2. Now what's he gonna do here?
I don't know, because this is a double kiss situation. It is so far flat on that
Yeah, but,
rail.
like,
It's all black.
I want to see how J.D. Fisher handles this situation. Does he thin off of that?
However,
Ooh,
if
you
you
could go
use a
2,
lot of
6 and make the
English,
10
you could.
like that. Yep,
Boom.
did it.
Okay.
But that spots
Keep
up,
going.
and you got no look at the 2.
Oh, no.
Hold your tongue and say it. Puss out. Good call, Paul. Now, can he make the 7? Is that what he's going to try?
What did he call? What did he
I don't
call? He called that too. He called that.
He's still at the table.
That's a snap.
Better call this 8 now. Yeah, you know, he's like, oh, I can make balls off balls. I'm calling that 8. Oh.
Okay.
See, okay, so to make this 8, Jeff's cutting the 3 to the right, and the cue ball's going to the left. And that means the cue ball is going to the right. Unless he plays a jam-up safety.
Another snap.
Wow. The one rail kick. Oof.
Too wide. That was tough, though. So tough. Back on 1. Back on first. Who's on first?
He's on 1 foul.
No, I mean, that was 1.
Yep.
Did you see that shot?
I did.
Okay.
But he's not on 2, right?
No.
Okay. For all those of you watching, in case you're curious. He's going to try and lock him up on this 8.
They saw the same thing we did.
Oh, he got him locked up on the 8. I think he might have a window.
Ooh.
Can he catch the edge of it behind the 10?
I feel like yes.
Yeah. Yeah, I think. Oh, he got it too.
Got it.
He gave a look at this 3, but to get shape on the 4, he's got to hit this left-hand side rail just right to get that window, or he's got to.
I mean,
he's got a massive.
Are you gonna put a bunch of mustard on it and like come all the way back down to the other short rail? Because I feel like I would. Or are you just gonna pop it?
Well, it also
and
depends
come back
on,
out for the bank.
Well, it also depends on.
I'm going. Yeah.
Ooh. Okay. I think he's got to look, but it also depends on how does the 4 go past the 5, or is the 5 in the pocket too much?
I don't know. I don't know if he's got to look on that.
Oh, you're right. I got to look at this kitty. Hi, kitty. Okay.
And he got it.
Oh. Now what's JD gonna do to make this?
He's gonna take that 4 all the way up.
Is he gonna draw enough to come back into the 9 and move it?
All I gotta do is just pop it, so the cue ball doesn't go anywhere.
Yeah, but he's either gonna hit the 9 or he's gonna miss the 9, and he missed the 9 in the way he needed to miss the 9.
Okay.
Right, because he could have come back and pushed the 9 out of the way, but.
Okay, easy.
Ooh, I like it. He has angle. Now go high inside. Come center. Go out to center table.
Yep, you gotta get back out there into the center.
Yep. Oh, he went high outside.
Oh.
But does he have a look? He does.
He does. It's a long look, though.
Oh man, and he kind of jumped up a little bit. He didn't give it as much time.
However, it was a good 2-way.
Yeah.
Woof.
He didn't get.
Oh my gosh.
He didn't get brutally.
This match is really freaking coming down to the wire.
Right?
Every ball has been a battle. This is.
See, he'd like to have a little bit more angle on this. Oh, but he did great. He did real good. Look at this. Look at this. The way they rolled.
Again.
Now, JD's been really good at these 2 rail kicks at balls all match. He's calling it in the side.
I'm giving Jeff a wizard shit for that back
Under
safety.
Oh, he barely missed it. Oh, no. Well, the onus is
Okay.
still on Jeff here. He's got to get
Yep.
out and
You
get
gotta
in from the
you-
7 to the
okay.
8.
You gotta find your path, right?
You got to be a surgeon. You got to be so specific about how you get on this 8.
Right. So
It's
how
intimidating.
are you getting on this 8? Because I'm taking the 7 to the top left and I'm rolling forward.
Not me.
But that's me.
I'm shooting the 7 in the bottom side and rolling.
Oh,
forward.
he's going for a top side, or I was going to take it to the other side with just a little pop back of draw,
Oh, there's a big triangle.
or
between
push forward.
There's a big triangle in
Nah.
between the 10 and the
This-
9
this
that
is
you've
it.
got to get on.
But he's a lefty too.
Well, the ball doesn't care.
Well, I'm just saying your comfortability of.
See, he didn't hit enough.
Yeah, he did though, because
Yeah, he didn't.
Oh, I wouldn't say because you either got to stay in that window or move to
No,
that
see,
window and shit.
That's why I was saying shoot the 7 in the bottom side, so you just have to roll forward into this triangle you're trying to hit. Now he's got to hit the rail and kick into it. Okay, did it softly.
Okay, good hit.
The good news for him is the cue ball's going towards the 10 when JD shoots this 8. The bad news is if he draws it under the 10, he could get perfect short side shape on the 9 in the lower left corner.
Oof, pressure's on. 3 balls left. Hill match.
He's taking his time. Whenever he takes his time, he's going to do well.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Just take your time. See, that's the thing, JD. If you watch this back, when you take your time, you shoot so much better. Oh, boy.
Don't scratch.
Oh, man. JD Fischer and his freshly fixed up
Wow.
hand take the
What
match.
a freaking battle tonight.
Wow.
Jeff being up most of the entire match. JD going up to get on the hill. Jeff battling back. This last game has been incredible. Wow.
Oh, my goodness. What an
Freaking-
incredible match. Exciting
I'm
the
home alone
entire
shocked.
time. The whole time.
Wow. All right. Well,
Holy
Woo!
shit.
thanks everybody for tuning in. I'm going to go grab some players for some thoughts. Don't forget to like our channel, subscribe, or no, like our videos, subscribe to our channel. Like our,
I don't know.
I don't know. Let me go get some players. Let's talk about this crazy ass game. My brain's all on that last match. Holy
Wow.
cow.
Came
Hill,
down to
hill
hill. That
battle.
was incredible. Excellent. All right, you guys, we're going to get some players in here and we're going to talk to them. We're going to hear their thoughts. We're going to ask them questions and we're going to use words the entire time. Man, yeah, outstanding stick with it ability for JD. Undoubtedly excited to come back into the sauce, getting in the grease with a freshly repaired hand. Mr. J.D. Fischer, tell us how that was for you. We were noticing it started off a little bit slow.
Can you hear it?
Yeah, welcome.
Yeah, very.
So, yeah, it started off not so much in your favor, and I was like, oh, well, we got to be thankful for JD for getting in the grease with a hand that he's still trying to figure out how to use after having some repair work done to it. So,
Well, the biggest problem, I was getting a lot of reflection on my glasses from your light.
okay,
And so with your new felt
Right.
being bright and the light,
oh yeah, okay, makes sense.
So next time, hat.
Oh, good to know. Yeah,
Yeah.
I have noticed. Yeah, there's more reflection off the table, but yeah,
Yes.
I don't wear any glasses or
Right.
anything like that, so notice.
But Jeff was good. I mean,
Yeah.
he had me sweating there a couple times, and I was getting into myself because, like I said, I was getting reflections and, just
Okay.
that one little screw up. And,
For sure, for sure.
Yeah.
Well, how's your hand feeling as far as competing in pool? Like,
well,
do you
it's
trust
good.
it or?
Yeah, I trust it. It gets out like tonight. I mean, in the morning it'll feel that fat,
Oh wow.
because
Okay.
from the breaking mostly,
Oh right,
not
right,
so
right.
much shooting. But no, awesome. Thanks for
Yeah.
having us out, man. This is
Absolutely.
awesome.
That was way to come back, and it just stayed even the whole time. You guys were
Yeah.
battling it out.
Yeah,
It was
there was a couple times I should have tied it up, but like I
Right.
say,
Right.
rattle a ball, and it seemed like every time I missed, I left him in a shot, and every
For real.
time he missed, I was fighting for a shot. So
right.
it was an awesome match, very good. I was kind of wondering about it, not so much Fargo rate, but the 22 years difference in age.
Oh, right.
Better eyes, better stroke type thing. So
For sure.
yeah,
For sure.
yeah, I'm happy with how everything turned out.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
well, it was
either way, I mean, I
Mhm,
would have been, it was probably one of the best matches I've had in a long time.
Well, it was a really good match for all of us here in the booth. That means two people.
Yeah.
But as far as everybody viewing, I mean, we all love to see a Hill match. Now, as a player who's been in the grease in this
Right.
room before, I don't want it to be Hill. I want to win decisively.
Yeah.
Like, oh man.
Yeah, I told myself all week long, I'm going in. I'm going to win by 4. I'm going to win by 4.
Okay.
And
Okay.
about lost by 2.
Well, you did great, especially that finish there, because after Jeff left that last shot, and I was like, well, he's either got to roll forward on this ball or pull it back and stay into the 9, and you executed all that flawlessly. I will say the one thing that we noticed, there were certain shots. We could definitely tell when you're like, oh, he's not liking it, because you're just going to step up and fire at it
Right.
rather than your normal pre-shot routine. And all the shots that you made that you did so, especially when it counted and mattered, you had your normal pre-shot routine where you gave it the time and effort it deserves. So we can kind of tell he didn't like it. He was a little quick on that one. A little. quick
I'm
on-
I'm not a real safety player,
Right.
And he was trying to 3-foul me.
Oh yeah.
quite a bit tonight.
Yeah, he had
so-
the effort there. It just
Yeah.
didn't. It was
Yeah.
like he'll probably go back and look at me like, oh, if I didn't leak that one out,
Yeah.
that would have changed the match itself. There's a
Yes.
couple shots like that. So.
Yeah,
Yeah, if you're going to get into safeties, you got to practice them,
yeah.
You can't just hope that it's going to work out unless you really work on that part of your
Right.
game. So,
All right. Well,
it was
an
a real
awesome-
pleasure to have
yes.
you. Good shooting. I'm so glad you're back to playing. The
Yeah.
hand is
Yeah.
on the mend. Awesome.
Do I get another pitcher?
Oh, of course. Absolutely you do.
All right.
Let's see if Jeff's going to stop in and share some words with us, unless he doesn't want to. All right, Mr. Jeff Hayes, how you doing? How was your match? How'd you feel?
Well, speed.
Speed?
I couldn't get speed down.
Oh,
my saves.
okay,
and
okay.
It played. It played very similar to. I was just at Phil's last week, and they just redid their tables. They played really good. The rails seem to. I get a little extra off the rails here
Oh, okay.
that I just wasn't expecting, and so many of my saves were just.
Right, okay.
I let them not just a ball, a pocket for the ball. But he played good. I started off strong and that kind of, I don't know, something in the middle. It's pool, right?
Oh, yeah. Well, I found out that, like, a race to 11, especially, like, if you're an amateur player, what do you play in where you play that long of a match?
Right.
Unless it's like the finals of something.
Sure.
I mean, even then, it's like a race to 7 or 9 or something, but a race to 11 or 13, this is one of the few instances you're going to encounter that. And I found out for myself, especially, like, after about 7 games, my attention span wanes. And I wouldn't know that just playing. Of all the playing I've done over the past, like, 25, 30 years, never have I played a race to 11 or race to anything higher than, like, 7 or 9 unless it's something like this, you know.
Right. You know, I mean, many times, you know, I've played for, you know, 5-6 hours consistent,
Right.
but not in a tournament, you know, at buddy's house or, you know, the bar or
Or
whatever.
even gambling, you know, but
Right.
like
But you have a
different situation still.
different situation, different opponent maybe, and it kind of that was an experience. I'm glad I did it.
Yeah, well, we've been excited to have you out here since, you know, we've been doing this and since we've known you and all that, and you expressed interest, so it's awesome it really happened.
Yeah, I appreciate
Because
it.
we always loved encountering you out in the wild. So awesome to have you over, and I hope you'd like to do it again someday.
Oh, I'm in.
Cool.
100%.
Cool, man.
Yeah, I mean, it was a lot of fun.
Hell yeah.
I had a lot of fun.
Well, you're welcome over here anytime, and those of you that want to play, get a hold of us. If you want to play Jeff, hit us up, hit him up.
I got a lot of players right now after I lost. Bring them on. Bring 'em
Yeah,
on.
well, all the better. Real pleasure to see you guys play such a great match. It was
Yeah.
entertaining for us here in the booth, entertaining for everybody watching.
Yeah.
Everybody always loves a hill match.
Yeah.
I know when you're playing, you're like, I want to win decisively,
Yeah.
rather than come down to one game.
Yeah,
But
I had a lot of really good shots. I had some, you know, one of the shots that I really, really liked was probably like midway through. I was in the pocket at the cue ball, and I had to stroke the 9 all the way down and get the cue ball to travel under 2 feet for the side pocket, and I hit it perfect.
Right.
And I had that similar shot later, and I didn't hit it perfect,
Oh, right,
and I lost
right.
that game. So, you know,
Well, there's a lot to be said for percentages, you know, so that's the cool thing about doing one of these streams. You can go back and look at it and go, I'm going to set that shot up again until I just hit it and go, okay, now that shot, I will never walk up to it again feeling iffy about it, you know.
right? Like I was struggling, and Mike D helped me out just last week. I had I think it was the 4 ball just off the corner pocket, and I was cross corner, and I hit it with top left and bring the cue ball all the way back down, and I didn't get it all the way back down. However, I've been struggling scratching on that shot because my stroke was jabby, whatever. And so the first time I hit it, Mike D goes, I hate the way you hit that ball. So I'm like, I hate the way I hit it too. So then I just really concentrated on the stroke. And tonight I hit it. I stroked it really well. And then that cloth grabbed a little bit more than I thought it would to get all the way down. But I don't think I might have won that game anyways. But I was just happy that I nailed that shot.
Well, Mike D is one of those people that can say a sentence like that. I
Right.
hate the way you hit that. But when you hear it coming from him, it's nothing more than like
100%.
a positive thing.
100%. It was
Like,
100%
oh, thank you,
positive.
Mike D, you know,
right.
like-
I mean, like, as soon as he said it, I'm like, yeah, I agree. I hate the way I stroked that ball, too. So, no, it was, it's good. I have a great community of friends, and I want to say hi to my mom and my wife. Love you, Jen. and Ainsley, I'm sure she's sitting there watching, too.
Oh, that's awesome.
But a lot of friends that support me in playing this. Haven't been back for, you know, there's a couple years now after taking a long layoff. And
Right.
so,
We got to do that sometimes, you know.
Yeah,
A
for
lot
sure.
of us in that position, but yeah, nonetheless, like we were talking about it, we got to be thankful for what a great pool community we have.
We do,
you know,
100%.
And so thank you all for watching,
Yeah.
for supporting all of us, supporting the players that come in here, for being the players, and hit us up if you want to play. I mean, the summer is. We all have a lot of stuff going on, and so it is what it is. We'll fit you in where we can. We're doing our best to maintain all our hobbies and interests in doing this. We love this. We love having everybody watch. We love having everybody would come play. And with that being said, unless you have anything else to say, I think we're going to sign off so we can go hanging out. So thank you again, everybody.
Thank you for watching.
Love it so much that you guys tuned in. And we'll see you here or see you out in the wild. But love you all. Have a great night.
Wait.
What?
Oh, I thought
Whoa.
I was going to come and do the sign off with you.
Oh, well, sign off with me.
Signing off. This is Stephanie Shirtliff signing off.
Okay.
Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. And check us out. We got another match on Thursday, Friday. Follow.
Oh, yeah. Then we had the Father's Day match with 2 father-son couples, Mike D and his son. And,
Father-son couples?
Well, they're a couple people.
Well, I mean, they are a couple people, but father-son duos.
Yep.
They're not
We'll have the
father-son
flyer
couples.
posted
That's
soon.
weird and whatever. But thanks again, everybody, for tuning in. Come play on the stream. Check us out for next time.
Yep. Yeah. Look for the
And-
flyer. Otherwise, be here, be square,
Peace.
or be a rhombus, or a
homies.
triangle, whatever shape you want to be.
Till next time.
Thursday night.